Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this stream. Assuming we are indeed live, I can only hope. We'll find out when the messages start showing up, and yes, we did almost just kill ourselves before the stream even started by alt-tabbing back into the game. Oh god, I can hear myself. Hang on. Oh shit. 1 second while I just, Actually, before I tab out, let's step safely away from the edge here. And then close the desktop tab with my stream running in the background. There we go. And with that scuff out of the way, right, we're back in the game. Glad to hear that you can hear me, and thank you everybody who wished me a happy birthday, much appreciated. Right, so you may wonder what fresh hell we're in for today. Well, what we're in for is a Bellbro playthrough. This is the Bellbro. He is a stupid creation I came up with way back in the day when I wasn't terrible at this game, which I now am. So we have a bit of a different setup. Instead of playing as a normal level 1 class, we're playing with power-stanced bone fists. We have no chest armor, we have an old bell on our head, some gauntlets and a skirt. This will be our weapons and our armor for the entirety of the game. Additionally, when I originally set up a little poll for some modifiers to do for the stream, one of the things that got voted for was the crippling addiction, which means I have no Estus flask. He is indeed beautiful. And hello to Vich. Hello to Jono, Sam, Hilly. I'm not entirely sure to pronounce her name, I'm very sorry if I butchered that. Anyway. Basically, I will never be allowed to get or use the Estus flask. Well, I will get the shard, but I will not be able to actually use Estus flasks at any point. I'm only allowed to use life gems, all different types of life gems, but only allowed to use life gems to heal. Now, this does require us starting at a slightly higher level than normal. We're starting at level 61, which might seem amazing. Here's why it isn't. So, to do this fairly, I've only increased the stats required to actually power fist the bone fists. So I haven't, out of these 61 levels, not a single point has been spent in increasing our health, our stamina, our improving our dodge rolls, nothing. So, you might think, oh well, look at your dexterity, it's super high, it's 45. And while that's true, let's just have a look at the weapons to understand what we're in for here. Their base damage is literally 14. For context, the sword you start the game with as a knight has 120 base damage. So, for the way these weapons actually deal damage is by scaling. You can see the scaling down there in the bottom left. I'll get into that more while we open this door. So, as we look at these, you'll see that we have an A scaling in strength and a B scaling in dexterity. This means we're actually getting less damage out of the 45 dexterity than we would be if we would be able to spend that in strength. But due to the stat requirements, we aren't. So basically, we're doing bad damage, have no health for a level 61 character, and no stamina and terrible dodges. And to top it all off, these weapons, well, they're great for fighting human-sized people one-on-one, like this chump over here. We just walk up to him, we'll probably just one-shot him with a backstab like so. Yeah, he's super dead. Yay, great! Meanwhile, if I try to fight that guy over there... Oh, hello. Because it's good at stunning small guys. It wouldn't stun that ogre, so we're just not gonna mess with the ogre right now. And yeah, Vich did the thumbnail for this stream, and it's glorious. But yeah, the bone fists themselves as well, they're a dueling weapon. They have no real area of effect. We also just got hit in the bell, which mitigated the damage. But yes, it means that, yeah, we can fight these guys one-on-one, no problem. But if we get a whole group of them at the same time, we're going to have a hard time killing them. Well, maybe not these guys specifically, because they're so squishy that we can kill them fairly easily. But late-game enemies, when they're tougher and spawn in groups, that's a nightmare. Yeah, we need 45 dex. It's the minimum to power stance the bone fists. Because the bone fists, they have a stat requirement of 15 strength and 30 dexterity. To power stance anything, you need to have 50% more of that given stat rounded up, down, sorry. So we need a bare minimum of 22 strength and 45 dexterity to actually use this properly. And you might wonder, well, Sauron, they're just fists. How could they possibly be special enough that you have such high stat requirements just to punch people? Well, we're gonna get into that in just a second. Don't really know why I'm going up here. We should have a ladder jump. Yep, there he is. Hello, and welcome. Anyway. Up here we go. And up here we'll have a guy throwing bombs. Now these fists are somewhat unique in that they have a ranged attack. That. Now, of course, if we're a bomb at the exact same moments, we couldn't really see anything. But, yeah. You can only use that attack when you're power stancing the bone fists. And it's kinda nice. It's a bit slow, the projectile. Oh, hello. Well, we're just gonna bypass you and go this way, see ya. The projectile is pretty slow. Has a incredibly long wind-up animation. And it completely butchers the durability of your weapon, meaning you'll break them faster. So, it's handy, but it's also quite expensive to use in terms of the durability damage. Oh, we're being axed. Go away! As you can see, we've barely even made it through between two bonfires in a starting zone without we're halfway through breaking the right-hand side bone fist. Apparently we're on TV. Nice. Alright. Oh, forgot about that guy. And that guy. I forgot about many people. Alright, let's go over here and pop a life gem so we don't get swarmed. Because these weapons really cannot handle fighting many things at the same time. This might be good. Yeah, there we go. The ranged attack has a little bit of splash, which is nice. But, as you can see here, they're standing right next to each other and I have a hard time hitting both of them at the same time. Whereas if I was just using any sword, I would have butchered them without even trying. Because, well, the sword swings through them and hits multiple enemies at the same time without much issue. The bone fists, not so much. You know, Sam, that is... that makes a very good amount of sense. Perhaps the canonical reason for the no Estus challenge is, as you suggest, the fact that I can't drink Estus with a bell on my head. I do kind of enjoy the idea that the additional hardship this character will go through is just because they had a brilliant idea of sticking a bell on their head. Well, thank you, On. Clearly you have a good taste. I also just realized I forgot to put the game in offline mode, but, well, I guess we'll find out if we get invaded. Right, we do have a bonfire, and more crucially, we have this hag over here. Don't blame me. They literally call her a hag in the game. Anyway, she is crucial because she sells nice things like life gems. So let's see, we spent 3,000, so we'll want to spend another 7,000, but we do want this, so we'll come back and spend... Oh, we'll buy... Actually, we do want one bomb as well. The flower skirt is divine. Indeed it is. Oh, and this is on base game, so this is just regular new game. But there was an additional challenge to use bonfire aesthetics before getting to the bosses. Unfortunately, I forgot to set that up, so we won't have that this stream, but hopefully for next stream I'll remember to actually give this character some bonfire aesthetics, so I can actually do that challenge. Anyway. There was a second challenge rather, that I forgot to set up as well, which is to try and use the soup ladle to get the killing blow on bosses. I think I could murder a lady to steal the ladle from her, but that doesn't really seem like an appropriate use of time. Let's save the murdering for other people. He was born with the oh wow, Hector, yeah, that's pretty grim. Tough for the mother. Right, well, let's see here. I guess might as well rest at the bottom. Oh, an item. leggings. I don't need those. I have the skirt. I will not dabble with inferior fashion. But yeah, as you may imagine, being shirtless and wearing a skirt isn't exactly the best in terms of reducing the damage you take. So we are a lot more fragile than we would be even in just the starting armor. But that is what it is. We are the Bellbro. We embrace the way of the bell. John of the second. Well, we're good to see that we have a backup John in case the original John falls off a cliff somewhere. Right, and let's bring this guy over here. Let's see if we can do the good old... No, he's not cooperating. Oh, maybe? No, I missed. So, the Bone Fists deal strike damage. Strike damage is great against things that wear heavy armor, like the turtle man over there that we just obliterated. Effective at seducing enemies. However, they don't... I mean, at this point here, it's like, we're hitting this guy for 163. If we were just using a sword, which dealt slashing damage, we would probably have killed him in a single hit. And we got a bomb thrown in our head. Go away! God damn it. Right, well, we aggro the halberdier. Oh wait, no, the spearman, okay. Let's see if we can get him to start swinging. Come on. Okay, let's try guard break then. But as you can see, as soon as there are two enemies, I kind of have to try and get a different angle where I only get to fight one of them at a time, because otherwise I am just going to take damage. And since I have no Estus flasks, all my healing costs me money. So, every time I heal, I'm losing money I could spend on something else. Anyway, we've opened up this shortcut here. Now, we are going to try and attempt a cheese. So, let's see here. There is a boss that spawns up here. And what we are going to try and do is make him delete himself from the game. Okay, we have... Okay, now we need to hurry back to the bonfire. And we need to try and... Because you might have heard a bird flying in there. If I can reach the bonfire fast enough... I don't think I did. Yes, I did! So what happens there is... if you can get back to the bonfire before the boss is finished showing up, you can get to the bonfire before he despawns. Because normally if you leave that arena, which, well, we never entered it, he will despawn, it'll just go away. But because he was alive by the time we made it back to the bonfire, we successfully deleted him from the game and stole his soul. And more importantly, we stole this ring. This ring is very nice, because it adds damage. We need damage pretty badly. Oops, we're not gonna discard this. We're going to use this pretty much right away. Because, well, we cannot use a sword or shield anyway, so there's no point in keeping it. Hello, I would like to purchase from you this small bottled insect. And now that we've done that, we can talk to her and get another ring. And more importantly, if we just exhaust her dialogue here. There we go. Now she'll head back to Majula. And once she's back in Majula, she'll sell us infinite life gems, which John is very familiar with. Thief. Yeah, we stole his ring and his soul. And now we have a second ring, which will fittingly give us more souls when we kill stuff. Let's just delete these barrels so we don't get blown up by Mr. Bombardier up there. Oh, hello. Come on. And that'll do. Dark Souls any percent, yeah, I'm not much of a speedrunner guy. In fact, I've never done a speedrun of Dark Souls. But we're going to buy this as well, because I believe we can get another useful ring just up ahead. Though getting to that ring would normally be pretty trivial, with, you know, a reasonable weapon. Stop doing that. It's just uncouth to throw bombs around willy-nilly. It's not civilized. Anyway. Going to loot this corpse, like any civilized person would. And then we're going to say hello, and then immediately go back around. Now we need to kill this guy real quick, before all of his friends show up. There we go. Ow. We immediately get comboed. We get comboed again. This is not looking all that good already. Okay, this might be useful. Alright, 2 of them down, there we go. So yeah, this really struggles as soon as you have more than one enemy to deal with. So ooh, you start with some endgame items, and ooh, you start with higher stats. Sure. But, yeah. It doesn't really help you all that much. Anyway, down this ladder, we'll find a chest and a door. This chest, I believe, is trapped. Yes, it is. Ow. Couldn't quite dodge that one. That's a trap. I never managed to dodge that one properly. And here's this door, which won't open. Oh no, what will I do? Yeah, some doors will open if you just knock politely. We need to delete them real quick, because then we have the spearman to deal with. And I believe there's a third guy in there. Yes, there is. Hello! Oh, damn it. Oh. Okay. Go away. Right, well, with him dead, we can go in here and loot this chest. Because the ring I'm thinking of is either in this... Okay, it's not, but we can equip this little ring here, which gives us a like tiny amount of extra max health, so, I mean, extra health is more useful than not extra health. And this may be a waste, but there is something here. It might be the Claranthe ring, which is something I would really quite like. And yes, I did just Kamehameha, whatever. Dumb. I can never... Yes, there we go. My memory did not fail me. For once. So, right. We've gone from having no rings to having 4 rings. One of them is mostly useless, the health ring, because it gives such a tiny amount of health it's... well, not really worthwhile. D2 Titan player, indeed. But hey, again, more health is better than not more health. And crucially, we're still rolling reasonably. I mean, we don't really roll reasonably because our adaptability is 9. You kind of want at least 25. Or 20 or 25 anyway. As some of you may remember, adaptability was one of the first stats I had John on level for his playthrough, because it helps you with dodge rolls, and it helps you use consumables faster. Which includes life gems, meaning you can heal faster. Excellent. We managed to just piss off this guy, so we can get him by his lonesome. And then punch him in the head. And then we can deal with this guy. Oh. Hang on, what? Did he just... Huh, I don't remember him falling down from there. So either something rare happened, or I just not been paying attention. Anyway, he did not decide to come pick a fight with us, so we can just head on over here. Yeah, almost 2 years ago since we started that playthrough. Oh, actually, before we take the elevator down, we're going to go through here. Wake this guy up, then put him back to sleep. He's just napping. Then we're going to head on back up to the bonfire. And loneliness kills. Indeed it does. Well, we're going down here again. We have fresh durability on our weapons, and we're just gonna run past this guy. We don't need to kill him again. And then down the elevator we go, towards the first boss. Speaking of bosses, let's test if the death counter works. Let me know if you can hear a sound. And I'm gonna reset that real quick. There we go. Yeah, let me know if you could hear the death counter sound there. We're not going to summon the Phantom, because, well, we're the Bellbro, we don't summon Phantoms. Hello, Giant. I'm going to punch your feet until you fall over dead. Oh, we even punched him in the hand. Variety is the spice of life. Ah, accidentally rolled into his leg rather than rolling past him. Oh, he's pulling his arm off. We're just gonna pop a life gem here to be safe. Avoid being stomped on. Is he gonna do a second stomp? No, but he's jumping. Right now we just keep on punching. Oh, he's throwing a tantrum. Oh god, ow. Okay, that's also bad. Right, you're just gonna roll past, pop a second life gem. Is he throwing a tantrum? Nope. There we go. First boss dead. Death bell for the Bellbro. Well, guess we're having a snack after the boss has been killed. And this means that we are effectively finished with the Forest of Fallen Giants, because I believe now that we have Cheese the Pursuer, he won't be hanging out in the second arena. With every bell sound, Bellbro becomes stronger. Indeed. Alright. He was just standing on there. That guy's supposed to still be on the elevator, but guess he's living his best life. Right, here is where we hit a second problem with this playthrough. You might think, ooh, you have lots of cash now. Well, while that is true, my next level up costs 174,000 souls. This means it will take a long time before I can fix all those problems my stats are causing me. Which, isn't great. But yeah, we're going to run up over here. Might as well loot this corpse on the way. Pass the time. And now that the giant is dead, we should be able to open this door now, right? Ow. Even though I fought these people moments ago, I completely forgot the fact that they existed. And then we proceed to mess this up horribly. I am a rusty old man. I'm no longer fit for Dark Souls. Let's see if we can get the backstab. Yup. Very nice of this guy not to attack us at the same time. There we go. Okay. Now we have this guy here, and I don't know how tough he is on top of my head. I don't think he's that tough, but he's tougher than the guys who've been fighting so far. That took nearly 2 full combos to kill him. But he is dead regardless, but he has friends here. Oh god, the Lost Bastille will be a complete nightmare. Let's not go there quite yet. Yeah, the Pursuer has indeed been deleted. So we can just run past these guys, because normally this is the second arena where you could fight the Pursuer. But well, since we deleted him from existence, he is not here. And we're going to head on to the bird's nest. We aren't going to do the Lost Bastille right now. But what we are going to do is we're going to go over here and claim the bonfire. Allow myself a drink. Anyway, and with this bonfire, we can get back here later. Hopefully when our adaptability doesn't suck. And hey, we get some free stuff from these chests. Jono doesn't have a mustache. I mean, that is definitely not Jono, it says so right there. But then again, if it's not Jono, then what could it be? Anyway, bonfire lit. Oh, actually, there is a pursuer down here. And if I kill him, I could get a twinkling titanite. That's not really worth it at this point. I can wait. What we're going to do instead is we're going to go over to Hyde's Tower of Flame. You may remember the dragon that swept Jono off with its tail, because Jono for some reason didn't think that the tail would have a collision. We're going to that space. Oh, actually, hang on. The cat in here sells a pretty good ring for us. Well, it might be pretty good. It depends on if I can use it without losing my reasonable rolls. No, I cannot. Goddamn. Well, that's a few thousand souls down the drain, but well, unfortunately, you cannot preview how much your load capacity will be when you're looking at an item. But yeah, we might be able to use it later. The thing about that ring is that it gives you a tiny amount of hit points when you kill stuff, which is quite useful when you don't have Estus, and you don't have healing magic. I don't know why I brought this upon myself, but here we are. Anyway, time to open this door. Any day now. Thank you. I don't think this corpse has anything worthwhile on it. Nope. $50 and a broken sword. Nice. Going to leave him the hell alone, that's for damn sure. Let's see. Oh, well. We're going to sneak on down here, activate the bonfire, and use the bonfire. It's good to see we have people back playing the game again. I mean, the servers were down for nearly a whole year. Well, not quite that long, but many months. Yeah. As you can see, the Bonefists are pretty good at destroying these heavily armored guys. But, it's also partially thanks to the fact that these are mostly by themselves. There's a room up ahead, which may be a problem. Oh. Did 360 spin. Cracked blue eye orb isn't really useful to us. It's an innovation item, which we won't be making any use of. But at least we can sell it later on. Oh, damn it. I thought I'd be able to sidestep that one, but not quite. Anyway, he's dead. Another cracked blue eye orb. We're deliberately not going to activate that lever. We're going to do something that is potentially a little bit risky, it may cause a death, but it's funny, so for the sake of comedic value, we must. Oh crap. Well, those were some terrible dodges. I'm just gonna take a quick time out and feed my addiction. There we go. Okay, now we can get some hits in, and down he goes. Now, though, we'll have both of these guys coming at us. Probably just tank a hit here to get rid of this guy quickly. And now we can fight one-on-one. There we go. Do I really want to bother with the dragon? Assuming I can even get him alive, because here I'll have to start fighting the Hyde Knights. Oh god. Well, we're fighting these two no matter what we want to do. Well, I suppose we could run back to the bonfire, but Do we fight the dragon, chat, or do we leave it for later? Why am I even asking? You already know what you're going to answer. Get a projectile on that guy. There we go. You can tell that he's going to do his silly nonsense when he just stops moving all of a sudden. Then you can almost guarantee he's going to do his little strange dash thing. There we go, he's dead. Okay, it's dragon time. This is going to be rough. Do I have any... No, I have no Elizabeth mushrooms. That would have been extremely useful to have one right now, but they're fairly late game consumable. Well, actually, I couldn't even use them anyway, because this is a life gem only healing run. And they're not a life gem, they're a mushroom. God damn it. We're just going to stay away from this man, because he can definitely kill us in a single combo. Oh god. That hurt. But he can kill you in a single combo even if you're wearing the actual starter armor. Which, well, we're not. We're wearing a skirt and a belt. And this is where the projectile comes in handy, whenever you're fighting single enemies or even small groups that are a little bit too tough. I genuinely don't know if we can even survive getting to the dragon. Let's see here. Let's swap over to a pair of... I didn't give myself 2 pairs of them, but as you can see, they're all unupgraded. They have no upgrades. Just because their durability is so bad that the only other solution would be to add a whole pile of consumables to repair them, which felt less in the spirit of things. Are we going to use this to get some better stamina regen? Sneak on up here, and then pray for the best. Run, get some stamina back, and sprint the last bit, and roll... Ah, nope, there we go, straight into the water. Usually you can get past him if you roll left or right, but you just kind of have to hope he breathes in one direction. Unfortunately, we lost the coin flip. Jono jinxed us there is what I'm gonna say. But yeah, our first death, and it's not gonna be the last. Hopefully the last this stream, but we'll find out. In the celebration of oats. Usually the smart way to deal with that dragon is you go to the blacksmith, or I don't remember who sells one, but one of the NPCs can get you a bow very early. So you just get a really cheap bow, and like 999 of the cheapest arrows in the game. And then you can just shoot the dragon from such a distance that it cannot reach you. So you shoot it once or twice and then go back down. It takes forever, but you're guaranteed to kill the dragon without consequence. However, I have nothing that reaches that far. Because even the projectile attack on these bone fists has very short range. Right, he's dead. We're obviously going to make a second attempt on the dragon. Oh, damn it. Let's see if we kill him before the other guy gets here. Nope. Well, we can do this now. There we go. I bet he can do it on his third. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Where are you going? We're not supposed to reset while I'm still here. Hello? Anybody home? Okay, somebody is home. That's strange. I would just walk up and punch him. And down he goes. You need to enjoy the content without gambling being involved. Yeah. We don't support gambling around here. This is the CSGO skin gambling stream. crap. Oh, that hurt. My bank account is also being injured every time I heal. Oh, goddammit. Die, please. Thank you. The cooperation is appreciated. You're betting a feather. What are you gonna rip a feather off of Jono, or what's your plan there? Do you have a collection of feathers also? Feathers lying around there, Sam? I suppose you might have a down pillow or something, but seems like an unnecessary waste is all. But yeah, as you can see, we nearly destroyed our main hand weapon just using that projectile. It's pretty brutal on the durability front. Right, well, we don't have a second green blossom. So we can't get faster. Ah, crap, he woke up. That's terrible. I was trying to get as much space as I could. Go back to sleep. Have a nap. Go on. I don't actually know if he will go back to sleep, but yes, we'll give him a minute and find out. He's going to carefully try and get this divine blessing down here. I don't know if he can shoot us from up there. I mean, he chose not to, which is nice. Well, I don't think he's going back to sleep. I can have a drink and think about the problem. Because our souls are up there as well. Granted, they're not super important. But we do need to get past him if we want to kill the Dragon Slayer. And, well, I do want to try and kill all the bosses. Or at least... most... oh god. Yeah. John is singing the dragon a lullaby. I don't know if I can get to him alive. That's the problem. Do I have? I mean, I couldn't even use the shield, because the another solution would be to have a decent shield to help me tank the fire. But, well, I can't use that because I'm the Bellbro. We don't believe in shields around here. Oh, oh. Ha. I suppose we could reset him with the bonfire, but... screw it, I guess we'll just try and tank. Do we have anything that might help us with that? We do, actually. We could use this bright bug, I guess. This will give us a little bit of damage resistance, and some bonus damage. Not really worth it to use it here, objectively speaking. But, chat demands dragon. Let's see, will you please stop? Are we fast enough? Just barely, okay. First order of business, feed the addiction. Then now we just need to get this dragon to start stomping. There we go. And while he stomps with one foot, we punch him in the other foot. Oh, he turned around. He doesn't usually spin when he's preparing to stomp. Well, maybe they changed him. Been a while. Maybe I just don't remember correctly, that's also possible. I know this may seem hard to believe, but I don't remember everything about this game. As much as I wish I did, I do not. Or are you just dancing around like a ballerina? There we go. Payback. Second try. We get our cash back. And this lever we do have to pull in order to bring the bridge down. The reason why we went here first is that we want to kill this boss. If we kill the other boss first, all the Haydenites will be hostile, which makes this whole area worse. And frankly, we do not want to deal with that. Now let's see if we can kill the Dragon Slayer. Which, come to think of it, why is he letting a dragon hang out literally just outside his door? Ow, we were too slow on the roll. And our Bright Bugger just wore off, that's not great. And because our adaptability sucks, it takes 9 million years to use a life gem. Oh god. Let's not get hit by the magical butt slam this guy does. The thing is, he's also a very fast boss, so we can only really get 1 or 2 hits in if we're lucky. Because this weapon does a decent amount of damage over time, but it doesn't do much damage per hit. As you can see, I only hit him for 89 damage. If you were playing a regular playthrough and you were smart and bought yourself a mace from Leningrast out of Bejula, you would be hitting him a lot harder than this on any strength-based class. With any strength build. Hell, even the cleric with their starting mace would do more damage here than I do, probably. Because you do kind of need to have very high stats and these weapons upgraded for them to hit their true potential. We have to be patient and get our stamina back. Don't overcommit, especially not when you're bad, like I am. So we are not working with a timer, so we can take as much time as we need to work this guy down. We don't want him to be right near the wall, because that limits the directions we can dodge. Wow, how did that hit me? Well. Second life gem real quick. There we go. Get some hits in here. Get 1 hit in here and then regenerate the stamina. This is also where that ring we got from the hidden spot in the wall helps. It increases our stamina regeneration. We nearly fucked that dodge up, but thankfully we didn't. Because that ability hits really hard, much like this one does. We have no stamina left, so do not go for the rolling attack. That will slow down your regen. Just take your time. Land some cheeky punches here. Run and get a roll in at the end. Now he's low health, but we're not just gonna go ham. We're going to mess. Oh god. Not sure how that hits me, but we might be dead here. Okay, we're still alive. For now. Come on, faster. There we go. Life gem. And the second life gem. Oh god. Okay, we got the dodge. We can just walk in and finish him off here, I think. Yeah. He gets 1 hit on us, but that's fine. We have a bonfire right up ahead. Right, well, we do now have enough money to buy a whole stack of life gems, so that's precisely what we're going to do before we lose all this cash. So we're going to head on back home and talk to our dealer. But yeah, we are, what? We are 44 minutes in and 2 bosses are dead. Right, so we can buy 90 life gems. Should also buy these. Can't quite afford to get... Actually, hang on, I might be able to afford a fragrant branch as well. Not quite. Is this enough? Yes, cool. So we'll get the fragrant branch as well. We'll need at least a couple throughout the game anyway. So we might as well grab this one. Oh, and while I'm here, normally what I would recommend on any new character is that the first thing you do when you come here to the lovely, peaceful Majula is you come over here and you have a conversation with this man. By which I mean you kill him, rip the outfit off his corpse and use it for yourself. Because, well, his clothes give you more souls. A lot more souls. But we can't use them, so this is the first playthrough I'm going to let him live. So, good for you, whatever your name is. Moglin, I think his name is? Something? Oh, right. We're gonna open this guy's door. Is this the chest with the bow in it? Yeah, so normally you could use this bow and some dirt cheap arrows to cheese that dragon. But, well, the bow is not part of the deal. Right, so we're going back to Hyde's Tower of Flame to kill the next boss. Assuming we can survive the next boss. Anyway. We kill this man, end his existence. Say hey to Jim. Hey Jim. And then move on to this guy. Business as usual. I mean, that was visibly over my head, but sure. Again. Oh well. Sometimes what you see is not what you get in terms of hitboxes in any Dark Souls game, and I'll be honest, Dark Souls 2 definitely has some issues with that. But, you know. Every rose has its thorn and all those cheesy platitudes that we've all heard a million times. NPC murder. Well, in my defense, at least I murder that one on purpose. Jono just kills the people around him by sheer accident. Oh, that was a bad dodge. I thought it was gonna spin the other way. Not so. Oh, and I couldn't roll there because I was still recovering from the animation. It does have a small delay between you using the life gem and you being able to actually do anything. And we just finish him off. We're just gonna try and nuke this guy real quick. Nice. And the second one decided to peace out and head on back to his door. Fine by me, he can live. Right, we're gonna leave him well enough alone. He guards a ring that is completely worthless. Okay. Now, up ahead we have the Dragon Rider. Thank you, Ame. Forgive me if I'm butchering the pronunciation there. Anyway. Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce your name properly, so I apologize for that. But, I'm only human. Anyway, in here we have the Dragon Knight, or Dragon Rider, rather. And by not pulling the levers, we have a platform here surrounded by an instant kill fall. Which, if we do this correctly, we're gonna count the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And sprint back, and he just fell off. Alright, we've actually killed 4 bosses because we quote-unquote killed the pursuer earlier. Anyway. So that's how you can cheese him. Now this lady here is also an NPC that I usually murder, but this one is actually in self-defense. So if you've played Dark Souls 2, and you haven't killed her, You may recall having been invaded by an NPC called the Nameless Usurper. This is her. If you leave her alive, she will actually invade you later and try to stab you to death, at least on 2 separate occasions, once in Undead Crypt and once in Drangleic Castle. So what we're going to do... Oh, not only does she do that, she also rips you off, because there's a mechanism that we walked past and I'll show you later, which can just be spun by activating a stone. But she tries to con you into thinking, oh, it's powered by miracles, and has you pay her 10,000 bucks to just open a goddamn door and just press a button to open. So we're just going to kill her first. Please. We're gonna get a few free hits in. And when I say just kill her, that's easier said than done. She has a huge amount of health. Our weapons aren't good against her. And she's a very powerful miracle caster. But there is a little bit of cheese we can do. As soon as she stands up, she becomes susceptible to knockback. And down she goes. Eat shit, you murderous bastard. Anyway. And by resting at the bonfire here, we should get the items she would normally drop. Yeah, there we go. This will contain the Rotunda Lockstone. That thing right there, the Rotunda Lockstone. So the mechanism she tries to rip you off over is literally just a button press, but she tries to scam you. So she tries to scam you, pretends to be a friendly miracle worker, and then tries to stab you to death twice. Twice! Like, not just once. She tries to kill you again. It's like, come on. It's like, all I ever did was give you money. In fact, one of the funnier things as well is that later on in the game, you can find a special invasion item that allows you to invade her. And the first thing she does is I don't remember the exact things she says, but she says something along the lines of, figured out my evil scheme, did you? Well, I can't let you survive, and then she tries to murder you. So, yeah, she's just a piece of shit. Now she's dead. The world is a better place. Vich. Well. I would agree with you, Lael, that she doesn't deserve death right in the beginning, if it were possible to convince her not to try and murder you. But after you help her, you rescue her from the tower, you give her souls, you trade with her, you speak with her, she still tries to kill you. Like, there is no way to convince her not to try to murder you. If you could just convince her not to kill you, I would prefer that path, because, well, as much as I do murder Maulin once per character, and I do murder her, I don't murder Maulin on the New Game Plus, and I do not murder her... Well, I would not murder her if I didn't have to, but otherwise she invades you in some really difficult locations. And with this particular build, it would be a complete nightmare. But that's the thing, Lael. She did do something bad. Because normally, with these orbs, except the red orbs, you can only invade sinners. For instance, the blue eye orb, when you're playing in the Covenant of the Blue. You will only invade people who have murdered enough people to be labeled as a sinner in the game. You can see that by going to player info. And if you look where it says class and knight, and then you have the ring symbol, that indicates which covenant you're in, and we're not in one. And then you have the chain icon. The chain icon is your sin rating. If you murder too many people, including NPCs, you will actually gain sin. But yeah, so basically that character's backstory is that she has spent her entire life tricking people. She even refers to them as gullible. And then murdering them when they no longer have any money left to give her. So she rips them off for all the money they have, and then kills them to take their actual souls. You know, charming lady. Speaking of charming, we're off to No Man's Wharf. But I'm going, yeah, here we go. This place can also be quite difficult for us. Because again, there are a lot of enemies in here that come in groups, and we don't really have a good weapon for killing people in groups. Let's see here. If we can aggro the melee dudes. I guess we'll just kill this guy. Very nice of this man to just stand there and not do anything. Right, we're going to try and take... no, we cannot quite take the shortest possible route, because we do absolutely need to find Gavlin. Gavlin will allow us to sell stuff later. And since there are a lot of items we will not be able to use, there is a lot of shit we want to be able to sell. I don't know how far these guys will pursue me. Guess we'll find out, so we're going to sneak past you. Hang on here. Yeah, I can go this way. Then up into this house, I think. Take one hit, but that's fine. Oh, right, and we can ring the bell. Oh god. It dropped down here. Well, he came down swinging. Oh god. Okay, good. Oh. Hello, Mr. Assassin. I forgot about your existence. Okay, he's dead. There we go. That got a bit dodgy, but, well, we made it through. Let's see. Which house is Gavlan in? I cannot remember. Okay, so it's not down... I think he's up here on the second floor. But I think there's also enemies in this house. From what I remember. Yep. Okay, so he's not on the second floor, obviously, because, well, he's not here. Third floor, maybe? Yeah, there he is. Hello, Gavlan. Let's see, what can we buy? Nothing of an... actually... we do already have some poison moss. So we can sell all of these weapons we'll never be using. Oh, actually, I do need to keep the bow, because later on there are some things you can only activate by shooting them, so we do need to keep one shitty bow around just for gameplay progression. But obviously we'll never use the bow to actually shoot an enemy. This ring is worthless, for us anyway. Keep the arrows. We can never upgrade our Estus flask, so get rid of that one. Can never use the throwing knives. That'll do for now. The trauma of dying in this zone. Yeah, you do not have a great time here, I don't think. This zone can really mess you up if you get caught. Because especially since many of the enemies are hidden, it's very easy to move and think you're fine. And then you find out, oh look, there's more of them. Let's see if we can cause this guy to fall in. Yup. You do have to be a bit careful when approaching the guys hanging off the ledges. It's very easy to just send yourself falling off the ledge. Jono didn't have a good time anywhere. Oh, that's brutal. But accurate. Oh, we didn't quite get that guy. Oh, wow. Don't remember them being that fast. Well, he's that dead, so that's something. But yeah, for instance, if I just sprinted up aboard a ship here, all of those enemies that we've been killing behind us would just follow us up onto the ship. And there are already a fair few enemies on the ship. So it's quite easy to just wind up in a situation where you're getting swarmed and cut to bits. Which, you know, isn't ideal if you like being alive. Oh, didn't get the lock on. Yeah, there we go. There's one that snuck up behind us. Plenty of laughs for the pain. Indeed. Suffering is a form of comedy in some cases. Yours especially. But yeah. Another problem these weapons have is that their hitbox is so short that whenever you come up against an enemy who has a weird shape or a strange hitbox, you can end up in situations where you're colliding with them, but you can't reach them. So, that can be a bit tough. Speaking of a bit tough, time to deal with the Flexile Sentry. Let's swap over to a fresh pair of boxing gloves. And see how this goes. Do you get your assassin friends? No, that's New Game Plus. Cool. So here's an issue for us with this fight. Here we are actually on a timer. Because the water in this room rises, so if you take too long, you will literally drown. Oh god, that's some terrible dodging. And I got stuck on the shape of the boat. Okay, I think we might just try and spam projectiles here. Yeah, I think that's our best bet. Just kite him around this mast in the middle. And shoot him. It's not risk-free though, because it drains our entire stamina bar for one single attack. So if we mess it up like we just did, okay, we got really lucky with his attack there. He could just have decided to combo us into hell. But he didn't. Very nice of him. And down he goes. But yeah, as you can see, doing that, I went through half the durability of my weapons in a single fight. So it's not really something you can do when you're moving between areas. You need to be very careful with using this attack. Or, well, you're gonna break your weapons. And broken weapons are worse than your bare hands. Oh look, more shit we can't use. And now we activate this thing. Right, so that's what, the 5th boss, I think? Dragon Rider, Dragon Slayer, Pursuer, First Giant, yeah, and Flexile Sentry. 5 bosses down. Unfortunately, more shenanigans lie ahead. Particularly this blasted place. Do I want to take this route or do I take the other route? I think we'll just go up, use the elevator, and take the first bonfire to go back to where the bird dropped us off. Hey Willow! Good to see you, even if you're only staying for a moment. You missed my first death. How will you ever live that down? Anyway. First, well, not the first, but the bonfire that we'll use to travel away from here will be in one of these rooms on the left. This one up ahead, I believe. Yep. So we're going to travel back to this bonfire instead. We're actually going to ignore the Pursuer here. The Pursuer here isn't a boss, he just shows up as a particularly tough regular enemy. Well, he only spawns once, but it's a small, tiny Pursuer, not the proper Pursuer. But we only gain one single Twinkling Titanite for killing him, and we need 45, so it's not really worth our time at the moment. Open up this door. There's Lucatile. We don't need to talk to her because we're not gonna complete the quests anyway. I don't think I've ever done her quest line, come to think of it. But we will have to kill her brother later, so, you know, that's awkward. The reason for that is that her brother invades you. In Aldia's Keep, specifically. So once again, you must murder in self-defense. Drop down here. Right. This area up ahead will be very dubious. Because we have a lot of these guys coming at you in groups. Oh, we just got fireballed. This is very not good. Thankfully, this door is closed for now. So we can do a bit of recovery. That cheeky bastard threw a freaking fireball in the back of our heads. Oh, he actually got all the way up here. Don't usually see that. Can we trick it to blow himself up? Come on. Oh, he swings too high. Come on. Oh well. Did he just... Yeah, he did just teleport. Okay. You're a special man, apparently. Alright, I should actually have bought a second stack of life gems just to keep in my item box. Do I want to go back to that? I can't actually, because there's a point of no return between me and the bonfire, so... Right, this is where things get a bit iffy, because you have lots of these guys in here. And we don't do enough damage to kill them before all their friends show up. Thankfully, this space is cramped. Ow. So the tiny amount of splash damage the projectile does can come in handy. Come on, stamina. Okay. Painful, but we survived. But there are more of them in there. But given that there are dudes in full armor with great swords, I'm pretty pleased at punching them to death. Yeah, here we have more of them. Finish this guy off and we'll jump it away. Now that he's missed his combo, we can kill him off. That should be all of them in this first section. But there are a few more behind this grate. I'm just gonna destroy the explosives here so they don't get blown up. Hello? Okay, well if you guys are going in there, we're just gonna sprint, and go to the boss room. Okay, so this boss is a 3 versus 1. Which isn't great, but these guys are pretty weak to strike damage, which is very useful for us. They do hit really hard though. So, swings and roundabouts. And they're all pretty quick. Okay, we got the stagger. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. Well, that's the easy part of the fight. Oh, done. Now we come to the trickier one. Can we get the plunging attack? Yes. Oh crap, we nearly broken our weapons. We had to swap weapons mid-fight. I do not have the muscle memory for this anymore. God damn it. Okay, there we go. Oh great, they both jump back, so I can't see them both at the same time anymore. Oh god. Ow. Yeah, this might not go well. Okay, we got the second life gem in there. I do need them to split up, but not quite in the way they did before. Okay. Well, they're converging again. Because, well, when one of them is protecting the other like this, I can't really get at them. Okay. Okay. Messed up the roll, but we got one hit in. Because you need to be really careful about being blindsided here. Especially as they can actually throw their shields, Captain America style, and just slam you from off screen. And of course, because they have shields. Yep, there we go, he's gonna throw a shield. This gives... Oh, what? Did he... Does this mean you just give up your shield forever? Oh god. Oh, that was close. Oh, damn it. Too slow on the dodge roll. Too early on the dodge roll. Oh no. Okay. Whew. That was close. Now that one of them no longer has a shield, they're the one we want to go for, because they can't block us anymore. But again, we need them to split up. They're protecting each other unusually well. And this is also not a problem with this weapon, because if I had something like a Great Hammer, I could get one hit in, do a lot of damage, and then wait. Now I get one hit in, do a tiny amount of damage. Oh no, they're gonna do a spin. Okay, fine. And then I more or less have to just focus on not being hit. So this is gonna be a very slow war of attrition. Rolled too early, but he got stuck on the other guys, so we're fine. Superhero landing. Suppose so. Oh, damn it. That's ungood. Too slow on the dodge, but thankfully I was too far away. Okay. Now we cannot be one hit anymore, which is useful. Okay, we got one sneaky projectile attack in there. That's nice. Oh, damn it. The spin got us. Oh god. Ooh, bad. Uh-oh. Oh, that was, painful. Okay, that was also close. Because they seem to do a little bit more than half of our health in a single hit with that slam. Oh. Oh no. We dodged it, but we got hit by the little dust. Uh-oh. Oh god. Yeah, I think we're boned here. Maybe? Oh. Whew. Jesus. This is usually a fairly trivial fight, but this is pretty damn intense. With that being said, this can be pretty tough on higher new game cycles. Because enemy damage scales much faster, or well, scales infinitely, or more or less. Not quite, but... your armor doesn't scale as well as enemies' damage. Maybe get a sneaky projectile in here, nice. But don't get greedy, we've been patient so far. Clumsy, but patient. Okay, one of them's down. And we immediately fail our next dodge roll, nice. So the problem with their stupid attacks as well is they jump so damn high up you can't see them properly. You probably noticed that, when... How did that hit me? But when they jump, I can't see exactly where they're going. So you more or less have to guess, but... Oh, they dodged. That's my thing. There we go. It's like usually this fight is over in maybe 15-30 seconds. Not so much this time. As we just sprint into the wall for no particular reason. Anyway, we have a bonfire up here. The next boss down the line from here, let's see, that's the Lost Sinner. She's fast, but at least there's only one of her. So that's something. But that will probably be pretty tough as well. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stock up on this stack of life gems. Oh, we're not going to buy 99 swords, thanks. And then we're going to put this in the item box, so we'll always have... Oh, first I need to unequip the stack. Now by putting this in the item box, we can pick the stack up later. So yeah, as you can see here, my Estus Flask is actually right here, because you have to get it... Well, the game forces you to get the Estus Flask when you speak to the Emerald Herald to level up. But yeah, as you can see, it's stuck in the forever box. Yeah, that was definitely touch and go, that was pretty shoddy. Or, well, shaky. Whatever you want to say, it wasn't good. Very much a not clean kill. Rune Sentinels there, but they're dead and I'm not, so they can go to hell. Alright. There is an optional boss, but yeah, I don't have the lock stones down, so I can't get to them anyway. Oh, we just got invaded by a player. Awesome. That's not gonna work out well for us, I don't think. I haven't practiced PvP in literal years. Oh, and they're a shady invader, the ones that just kind of go for you. And they're lagging as well. You can tell that by the fact that they're getting the backstab animation all the way over there when I'm nowhere near them. So I have to basically assume that every swing they make will probably hit me. Okay, I mean that was just bad from me. Ow. Normally it's considered bad sportsmanship to heal in PvP. But this person is clearly not considered with, well, concerned with sportsmanship. Sod off, you little cheeky bastard. Anyway, that was refreshing, I suppose. We killed a human being. Oh god. These guys explode. I forgot about him sitting there. This is also one of the things that I really hate about some invaders, because aside from the fact that invaders cannot use healing items like Estus Flasks and Life Gems, they have nothing to lose. If they die, they just drop a blood stain in their world, walk over and pick it up. They lose nothing. But they can cost you who are being invaded. I mean, if you have a bloodstain in higher levels with a couple of million souls in it, and you die due to an invader, well, that's gone. But invader risks nothing, and they cannot even be bothered to let you fight the PvE enemies before they try and kill you. They have no honor. And the previous invader has no health bar left, so... yeah. If you can't tell, I don't much like invaders. In fact, my friend Victor and I, back in the day, we would do this thing in a spot we'll get to later. Which I might be able to show you. If I survive this whole ordeal. Nope, damn it. He blew me up from down there. But that's okay, the door is open. And these enemies are also pretty tough to deal with because they just wake up. I should probably just have tried to rush them and kill them as fast as I could, but I was hoping I would be able to get the door open and then run past them, but not quite. Oh right, the death count. But I would still rather die to a silly error of judgment than die to that cheeky invader, or well, honorless invader, so... I suppose this is a roller coaster of ups and downs. It's like, yay, we beat the invader, we died to random trash. That's Dark Souls for you. Sometimes you just do things, and sometimes you fail things. I would quite like that bloodstain back, but even if we do lose the souls, we do now have that backup stack of life gems. So even now, if we do lose all of our money at some point, we do have healing items to go get. Yeah, I should definitely have tried to just kill them. But the thing is, there are a lot of them. And they can probably one-shot me if they get counter damage. Not the glowy guys. The glowy guys deal petrification and don't do as much direct damage. But the non-glowy guys just do a lot of damage. Not really sure how, since it's just like a cloud of dust. Also, yeah, Firebomb guy does a lot of damage, but the petrification guys don't do much damage at all. Okay, we can get our bloodstain. Now we're being shot at from behind as well. The crossbowman up on the wall. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Actually, on second thought, I believe the life gems, there are too many life gems for me to actually pick them up. Yeah, the irony. I lost the life gem to not get the life gems. But that's okay, we can come back for them later. Wait, here we go. I couldn't get close enough to actually reach her. Oh, wow. Sick 360, bro. Give him a back massage until he dies, and then go for the mist. Yeah, that's an accurate summary, Willow. I've had, in my Dark Souls career, many moments I was like, oh yeah, I pulled this off, I'm so awesome. Well, not quite that, but it's like, yeah, that was cool, I'm satisfied, I'm pleased with how I handled that situation. And then you just fail a dodge roll and roll off a cliff and die. Jono's favorite way of dying. Or, like me, just, haha, I beat this invader who is trying really hard with an ultra greatsword and a pyromancy flame. Just trying to go at me immediately when I'm already fighting an NPC enemy, and I beat him, nice. And then immediately died to trash. Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. This next section down the elevator will be tough as well. Because down here we have the Flexile Sentry again, as a mini-boss sort of thing. A bunch of suicide enemies and knee-deep water which slows us down. So lots of enemies, lots of dangerous enemies, and we're slowed down. Not exactly a winning combination. We're ignoring that item because that's just throwing knives, which we can't use anyway. But yeah, there will be a Flexile sentry just around that corner over there. In fact, you can hear him, and there he is. I think I'll try and bait him in here. Then roll past him. And this is my sprinting speed in this water. It's, not good. But I think we'll be okay now. Should have the key for this door, yep. Because we went and got that before. Now we can just drop down here. Next up, we have a boss. I don't think I have any flame butterflies. Nope. Do I have anything worth using to prep for this? Nope, don't want to use a life gem or a bright bug on this boss. I might have to if I fail, but we'll see how well I do. But yeah, this boss is very fast, hits pretty hard, and dodges a lot. Like there, I got greedy and tried to get a second hit. And she just dodged back and she got back at me so fast I couldn't even dodge. Oh. So this is one hit of the game. If only I could actually kill her in one hit, that would be nice. Failed the dodge roll there, but that's okay. Yeah, this is a boss that really punishes bad adaptability, like... For instance, where I got hit, not that hit right there, but the hit before that. Like this, I've already rolled past her and I'm still taking the damage because my adaptability is so bad that I have no invincibility frames in my dodges. Just gonna try and cocaine our way through enough life gems too. Okay, so we're gonna have to roll to our right when she does that because our adaptability is just too bad. Oh. She's also quite annoying in that some of her transition animations just look like another attack. So it can be a bit tricky to tell when she's actually attacking and when she's just moving around. Which can cause you to waste stamina or waste opportunities. Which, well, none of those two are great things to waste. Oh, and she dodged. Our priority is basically to fix our adaptability as soon as we can, so we can get dodges that don't suck. It's probably a bit, yeah, I was late on that life gem there. Ow. Can't afford. Okay. That is terrible. Come on. Okay, we have a little bit of time here. Oh, she still reached us. God damn it. Alright, take a breath. Roll to our right. Because normally by the time I get to this boss, I have enough adaptability that I can just roll through her attacks. Which is why you get adaptability up, so you can roll through attacks. But well... Our adaptability is 9, which is also known as completely too low. Right, check you. Okay, we get one hit in here. Try and get her away from the wall. We're not gonna get greedy here. messed up that one, but that's fine. We can take one more hit, like so. Okay, now we're in trouble again. Oh no. Ah, we fucked up the dodge roll. And there you go. Sometimes you can just mess stuff up. I thought I had the opportunity to use a life gem, but I did not. And then she just chopped me down. I think it's a she anyway, I don't remember. Well, that's not so bad. Oh, right, the death counter. First stream I've ever had a death counter, so... Let's see, I think the elevator... I don't know if this one spawns up here, or if I have to pull the lever to get it back up. Oh wow, that near... Ooh, okay. Did not expect him to reach me there, but that was close. Yeah, this boss does have a torch mechanic, but I don't have any way of lighting them. Because, Ow. I mean, I could carry a torch with me all the way down there. Do I want to do that? No, because if I do even one dodge roll in the water, the torch will be put out anyway. And I do need to... Well, I will probably need to dodge past the flexile sentry. Because, well, if you... It turns out if you dunk your torch in water, it gets put out. Who knew? Put out much like my life when fighting that boss over there. But hey, so far we're averaging less than 1 death per boss killed, so, you know, I'll take that. Given that I'm rocking up shirtless in a skirt. Alright. Imagine your favorite elevator music. There we go. Now, the reason why I don't send this elevator up myself is that if you have to dodge back in here due to the flexile sentry, if the elevator is up, there's just an instant death drop with water in here. So, by having the elevator still in there, you avoid the risk of just panic rolling right back into the hole. So yeah, if I'd had a torch right there, it would just have been put out by me dodging this flexile sentry's attack. And I have no flame butterflies, so I can't light my own torches, so that sucks. But the only thing the torch mechanic does in this fight specifically is that it allows you to, well... It allows you to keep your lock on when she jumps away. But that wasn't really the problem there. The problem is just our adaptability is bad and I'm bad. Because obviously if I had a higher adaptability, I would have more leeway in my dodges, I could roll through those attacks. But with my low adaptability, my timing has to be more or less flawless, or I'm gonna get hit. And well, I'm no longer that good. But hey, who knows, maybe at the end of this stream I'll be back in my old shape, we'll find out. Not when I'm blinded by the freaking cloud, what's-his-face, fog barrier, and then immediately stabbed. God damn it, yeah, this is a terrible start. And I rolled too late. Okay, at least we get a life gem now. God damn it. But with enough life gems... Oh god damn it. Huh. Yeah, we're just messing up horrifically. And with, yeah, actually, with the lock on, I would not have been hit there, I don't think. Oh, come on. It's moments like that that adaptability is good for as well. Since, oh, that's gonna reach me, isn't it? Yep. Come on, life gem. Come on. With our low adaptability as well, it just takes forever, even to just use a single life gem. Okay, at least we actually got that life gem this time. We can get a couple hits in here, but then... Oh, come on! Yeah, I do wish I could light the torches, but... Oh, come on, really? Okay, at least we got the life gem. I'm just gonna do a bit of flailing. The tracking on that stab is just an absolute nightmare. Because if you roll just a tiny bit too early, she'll twist to follow you. And then you get hit. At least you do with low adaptability. Yeah, she's been kicking my ass so far, so hopefully I can pull this back. Lock on, hello? Oh, come on. Ah. Yeah, holy shit, okay. We lost our lock on, so now we just pray and hope. Okay. It's like, she's so fast and we're so slow that she nearly pulled off that entire combo and recovered before we could finish using one single life gem. Low adaptability is painful. Oh, come on. I suppose in retrospect I should just never have told Jonah to level adaptability for even more stream hilarity. Okay, that was bad. I should have saved that stamina. Yep. Oh, god damn it. Our adaptability sucks. Okay, now she just swings one random swing into nowhere. Rolled too early. I rolled too early. I thought she was gonna do a different attack there, but she did the slow swing for once. When I needed her to do the fast swing. Rolled too early again. Yeah, just the adaptability is just so damn low, I can't do anything. Okay, now we get a chance to get another life gem in here. But even then, just barely. Like, if she had been more aggressive there, she could have hit us there. Now she dodged our attack. I'm too slow that time. Too fast, well, too early that time. Do we get away with the cheeky life gem? We do for now. Okay, she's going to do flailing, so we just keep backing up while using another life gem. At least she hit us early enough that we didn't max out our health, so we still got some more healing from that life gem. Oh, come on. I should not have used life gem there, but we got away with it. Cool. Roll too early. Oh, damn, what? That was a sick spin on her part. She must be a Tony Hawk Pro Skater fan. Lost our lock on again due to the darkness. Yeah, normally I would have 25 or so adaptability before I go to this one. And this fight is very much reminding me of why I started doing that. Oh, come on. Oh no. We're dead here. Yep. God damn it. Well. Another one bites the dust. Another one, that being me. Yeah, because leveling up costs me nearly 180,000 souls. It's not really reasonable or feasible to farm that. For at least not for stream, because that's gonna be incredibly boring. Anyway. Can we get this guy's attention? Hello? Well, we killed him, so one down. You don't often see these guys doing backsteps and dodging. I guess the Lost Sinner taught him everything she knew. Hey, if we make it to the Sinner this time, we're probably gonna use a Bright Bug. Just because our adaptability is so low, we need something to help us. Well, we wouldn't need something if I wasn't crap at the game, but you know. Since we are crap at the game, we're gonna have to use a Bright Bug. How many do I have? 2, I think? Yeah, 2. You can see our agility down there towards the lower middle of the screen is only 87. 100 is sort of the bare minimum you want, it's like the sweet spot. Like once you have 100 you can roll through most things. But if anything lower than 100 you're not in for a good time. I think we'll go as far as to pop a human effigy, heal up to full, and then use a Bright Bug. And then hopefully we can do it. Now, I think the Bright Bug only lasts 2 or 3 minutes. Oh, hang on, what? They're following me. Are they gonna come all the way over here? Are you gonna stay there? Okay. Seems like he's staying there. Right, pop a life gem. Pop a Bright Bug. Then in we go. And she's going to rush for us immediately. Yep, and we fuck up the first dodge again. Alright, we need to regain our stamina here. Okay, that's good. Did not think we were gonna get away with that, but hey, we did. This boss moves in such strange ways sometimes. Rolled too early there, that's on me. Oh, come on, how did that hit me? Lost our lock on, which makes dodging a lot harder. With 2 life gems and the damage reduction from the Bright Bug, we're actually out-healing the damage we just took there, so... These chains hanging from the ceiling are blocking my camera view as well. It's already dark in here. I don't need more disadvantages. Clearly the boss has a fragile ego and needs to stack the deck in their favor. Yeah, the Bright Bug just wore off, that's not good. We can get a life gem in here. Rolled too early, but we still have the healing from the last life gem we used. And we still get hit again. Oh, goddammit. Ooh, okay. Okay, now we get the opportunity to use another one. Another one. Okay. Stupid jump. Stupid dodge. And now no stamina to fight her because she dodged me. And down she goes. Was that the third try? Fourth try? I think it was the third try. Anyway, so that is one of the 4 Great Souls we need in order to open up the Shrine of Winter. Now, because I had to set this character up beforehand, technically we could just walk up to the Shrine of Winter because he technically has enough souls to just open the door. But then, it's like, the setup is meant to just enable this playthrough, not to be, well, leveraged for cheese. Now, there's nothing wrong with farming up 1,000,000 souls to just open the door that way. But, well, these souls I had to get them just to level up to get to this point. They shouldn't be used to get me anything more than that, if that makes sense. Would this be enough to get me to 1 level? I don't think it would be, so I don't want to risk it. Even just 1 point of adaptability would be very helpful. Right, now where do we need to go? We could go through Huntsman's Copse, let's do that. That place will also be pretty brutal, because it's another place of a lot of enemies. And the boss fight involves a lot of enemies. Is there anywhere else I could go? Let's see, I need to get, what's, is it Mytha? No, it's not Mytha. Is it Mytha? I need to get the old Iron King. Anyway, now that we have the lockstone, we took off the dead woman, we can just open this instead of paying her money. Let's see here. I need the Rotten, I need the Iron King. I've got the Sinner. Who's the 4th one? I can't bloody remember. Is it Mytha? Might be. And she's before the Iron Keep. No, yeah, the 4th one is Duke's Dear Freya and Saldora. That's the one I need. And I get to Saldora by going through this area, going for the Skeleton King. Well, Skeleton King Lords, rather. And then after that, where'd I go? I think I just go up the path to... Oh yeah, then I end up in Doors of Pharos, so then I could go from Doors of Pharos to Sildora Cove. That's it. I think. Been a while. On the bright side, most of the really tough enemies in this area lead to the optional boss, so I can avoid most of them. But there are still a fairly few tough spots. Like narrow areas of enemies that have knockback, things like that. Also a lot of poison. Like from that moth up there. Butterfly, whatever. Oh hey, a torch! Yay! Oh right, we'll definitely want to find some flame butterflies before we head to Gutter later. That's for sure. There's an enemy, yep, there we go, right behind that door. I'm just going to do a cheeky drop down here. And light this bonfire. Won't be able to use it right away because this guy's too close, but we can just kill him. And then there we go. Welcome back, Sam. Does this guy drop down here? I'm gonna walk this way. I think he does. Yup. Well, he's dead anyway, so... Fat all the good that did him. The second guy also dropped down? Nope. Yay, another torch. Our prayers have been answered. Just a shame that you can't light them without flame butterflies. Get up. And kick him in the back and punch his spine out. Not quite. Still need to do some more work on him. That was not the move I wanted to do. I wanted to do a jump attack. Oh, great, we've been poisoned. Just gonna cure that with a bit of poison moss. There we go. Torch only run when? I'll tell you exactly when. Absolutely never. I would far rather do an unarmed run than do a torch run. Should be a bunch of sneaky bandits hiding up here somewhere. Yeah, here's one of their dogs. And here's one of them. This is what you get for putting your dog in danger. Unfortunately, there's no way of peacefully discouraging the dogs from attacking you. Actually... Well, I mean, there's a consumable you can use to bait enemies away. But it only works on some enemies, and I have no idea if that would work on the dog. Ow. I think there's another one out there. Oh. There we go. Well, I did actually, just for fun, before I was deciding on what challenges to allow people to vote for, I did try Sir Alon with a ladle. My buddy Victor for moral support. So this was back in, what? March? February? Oh, like half a year ago. I did get through roughly half of his health bar, but that took... It's like, the thing is with the ladle, like, there are some bosses that it's mathematically impossible to kill. Like, for example, Sir Alon, you only have a certain amount of time to kill him. With a ladle, you literally cannot deal enough damage to kill him. Before you're just kicked out of the memory and sent back to the bonfire. So... yeah, ladle's not really feasible, at least not if you're gonna try and do all the bosses. Or at least not all the main bosses. Because I mean, even if you avoid Sir Halon, who is an optional boss in the DLC, you don't have to fight him. You do still have to kill the Giant Lord, who, while he isn't super dangerous, does have a fair amount of health. Well, here's an NPC invader. Problem with NPC invaders is that they have infinite stamina, so they can dodge roll and spam attacks forever. And you can't. But, on the other hand, they're not very bright, so... if you can just avoid being killed, which is easier said than done, you can usually beat them. There are a couple NPC invaders who are really tough. There is... what's her name? There's one just outside the Iron Keep who is a complete nightmare. And she'd probably kick my ass. Yeah, beating the Fume Knight with a ladle is perfectly doable. Because you have an infinite amount of time with the Fume Knight. So as long as you just play well, you will beat him. But with bosses like Sir Alon or the Giant Lord or anywhere else where there's a timer, it really depends. Like, if the boss has a tiny amount of health, then sure, maybe. Speaking of time... oh, hello. Right, so in here, we have the Giant Lords. And they are a problem, because every time you kill one of them, they spawn a bunch of little enemies. I don't remember which one you're supposed to kill first. But so we're just gonna go for this guy. What does he spawn? Ah, it was the wrong guy. I think it might be this guy I'm supposed to kill first. Or last. One of them spawns the bone wheels, and I don't want to deal with the bone wheels while there are other enemies around. How much poise does the skeleton have? Jesus. Which one do I kill next? Well, it's a 50-50, and I can't remember which one, so... guess we'll just go for whichever one has the lowest health. Actually, no. That's a mistake. We should kill the fireball guy. So then at least, if it is the wrong one, we're not having fireballs thrown at us. Please no bone wheels, please no bone wheels. Please no bone wheels. It's the goddamn bone wheels. Right, let's see if we can snipe one here. Nope, it actually just survives that attack. That's terrible. Okay. Ow. So the thing with the bone wheels is that they do very little damage per hit, but they do a lot of hits and every single one of them staggers you. Wait, what? You can backstab them? I have never seen that happen. That genuinely caught me by complete surprise. I did not know that was possible at all. Learn something new every day. The reason why you make sure to kill them one at a time and then kill the little guys is obvious, right? Because if you kill all three of the big bosses, then you have to fight all the little guys at the same time. So you get this horde of skeletons, you get the bone wheels, you get the elite skeletons as well. It's not a good time. And even these skeletons, they are weak in terms of how much health they have, but they have fairly decent DPS, so they can kill you pretty quickly. Like the bone wheels, they don't do much damage per hit, but they have a lot of attacks. But we got a pretty good spot here. There we go. There's only one of them left, I think. Yep. And on their own, they're not that tough. Yeah, the more you know, indeed. I mean, there's no shame in being beaten by the Fume Knight. I think when he first came out, it was something like a 97% failure rate against him. So that doesn't mean that 97% of players couldn't beat him. It just meant that like 90-ish% of the attempts made to beat him failed. Because the Fume Knight is a very tough boss. He hits really hard, he's fast, has a huge amount of health, resistances to everything. It's like, yeah, he is not a joke. GG once again, indeed. And now we come up to one of my favorite memories from the Jono playthrough. Hey Jono, does this puddle look familiar? It should. It really should. Because where I told you to do this, which as you can see doesn't leave you poisoned, you decided to do this. Anyway, let's unshrekify ourselves with this bonfire. Now this poison does cling to you, so even if you do run through like this, you will still lose a bit of poison resist over time. As you can see, the yellow is still decreasing. But even with my currently terrible poison resist, because well, I'm wearing almost no armor and I have not leveled the stats to give me poison resist, the poison should wear off before it successfully poisons me. Let's find out. Well, we're cutting it close. Yep, there we go. But if I was wearing proper armor, I would have more margin. We're gonna talk to Clovan here. I might as well buy the bonfire aesthetic, I suppose. We'll need one of those later anyway, probably. Can can I get you to go back to Majula, or do I need to pay you more?
I've searched
Okay, yeah.
Perhaps.
I'm looking forward for Jono showering in poison. Yeah, that was fairly early in the playthrough. Look, Gavlan. We need to talk to him again, because if we don't talk to him here, he won't go to the final location. He will hang out for the rest of the playthrough. Because now that we've talked to him here, he'll then later move on to the Doors of Pharos. Do we have anything of value to sell? Not really, I can wait until Pharos. By the time we get to Pharos, we should have enough souls for at least a level, unless we lose them. So hopefully we don't do that. Now this area up ahead will be quite tough, because we have pyromancers up here. They hit really hard, and I have no fire resist at all, basically. Can I even reach you from here? I can, but you can also reach me. These ones definitely have a potential to just kill me in a single hit, if they use a certain move. Okay, one down, but we still have a second one up there. She can cast a spell, I think it's called something like Kiss of Flame, which is basically a giant bomb. And that will probably kill us in one hit, at least if it gets a counter hit. Oh god. Oh god. That's the one. Okay, we can knock her down here. Okay, should be good now. Yes. Well, that's an excessive backstab. But hey, he's dead, so works for me. So just pull this lever here, which will open the door. And, well, the goriest pachinko machine of all time. Right, we're not gonna bother chasing down the lizards. We're not really gonna be able to get them anyway. So we're just gonna leave them be. Bait him out, because there's another pyromancer up on a balcony up in the castle. So if we're fighting too far up ahead, I mean, she can reach all the way back here where I'm standing now, but if we get him around here, then we don't have, well, we don't have much space, but at least we're not getting firebombed. And again, adaptability bites us in the ass. Hey Terrence, welcome, and thank you very much. Hope you had a great day, or are having a great day. Don't actually know what time zone you're in. Oh god damn it. I do know that I'm in the time zone of having a hammer delivered directly to my jawbone. Wow, really? That's hit me? Can I stagger you? Okay, I can just stagger you. Never mind then. I'll just punch you to death. Yeah, she's all the way up there on that balcony with that item, if you see that up in top center of the screen. Yep. A giant explosion just happened. Well, another hammer guy right behind these pots, but if you just walk up here, he'll poison himself for you. And then you can just politely wait for him to drop dead. We'll help him along. Ooh, Titanite shard. Nice. And then you have a second guy in here, who you can bait into these pots. I'll just walk right on through, get himself poisoned. I stagger him once, and then the poison will do the rest. Now comes the next tricky part, because there's another pyromancer up there. And what, again, the smart thing to do would be to get a bow and just slowly shoot at her. Can't do that. I'm not allowed to use the bow to hurt enemies. We can get this hit in. Nice, okay. Oh god. Oh, she missed. Next up, we have another boss. The boss that ate Jono, if some of you remember that hilarious moment of panic. Or is that a false memory? I seem to recall Jono being eaten by this boss and having all of his equipment taken away. Well, not taken away, but unequipped. Big Floppo over here. Is another boss that strike damage is pretty bad against. Whoa. Slip and slide. Whoa, okay. God damn it, the tail's just messing everything up. Bad Floppo. Behave. And what's it doing now? Okay, he's doing the belly flop. Now he's gonna do his flop over to his side. He's gonna do another flop. He's gonna do his jump around. Oh, okay. Okay, just clipped through the floor there. Usually he's dead by now, so I'm getting to see all these moves. But yeah, here's the classic flop. No? Okay, no. Never mind, I was wrong. I thought it would do the classic flop. Oh god, we might get eaten here. Okay, good. But the key to this boss is just hit him in the ribs. Because he can hit you with his tail, he can hit you with his arms, and he can hit you by... Okay, he's actually gonna do the flop now. There we go. Or the flail, I suppose. I think we can just punch him here. No, he gets one hit in, but that's okay. We'll just kill him now. And that's the Covetous Demon down for the count. Okay, yeah, now with the souls that we have, we should be able to get 1 point of adaptability. Woohoo! A single level. And even then, that's only thanks to the fact that I went and got the Covetous Silver Serpent ring first, because obviously, well, of course that gives us plus 20%? Yeah, plus 20% for that one. But only on souls from enemies you kill, so like using a boss soul, you get nothing extra for having the ring on. And we can get 1 adaptability! Yay! Wait, we can get 2? Oh my god, I misread the level up cost. We could have leveled this entire time. Oh man, I'm a moron. Wait, how did I mess that up? Let me have a look. Ah yeah, I looked at, if you look at the number in the top right, I looked it up because, oh, grey icon, souls, that's the levels I need. But it's actually the second icon from the right, the up arrow. That's my level up cost. I could have fixed my adaptability problem this entire time. Oh man, well I guess if we just play the first part of this game on hard mode for no reason. Oh man. Anyway, let's fix this and pretend it never happened. So we're immediately going to get ourselves 101, I believe we'll end up at. Okay, yeah, 100. Yeah, 100 agility. Now, there are still some bosses where you might want more agility, but at least this meets sort of like the you'll be fine baseline. And we'll get some more vigor because our health is terrible. Well, let's see, what is our... Let's look at the correct number. Our level up cost is 10,000, so we can pop the boss souls and get a couple more levels in. So don't mind me while I inhale the immortal essence of all the enemies we've been killing so far. because these will turn into delicious stat points. Consuming souls, please wait. Well. At least we found that out, or at least I fixed my misconception of what I was doing. Before we got to the really tough parts of the game, because if we were, you know, or rather before we lost souls, like if we had lost, you know, 170,000 souls to the, well, we didn't have that many souls at that point, but if we'd lost 70,000 souls, which I think we were at by the time we were fighting the Sinner, which would have been like 8 or 9 level ups, just because of the fact that I'd looked at the wrong number, that would have been a feels bad. And let's see here. If we get one more point of adaptability, could I use the Ring of the Evil Eye? Let's check. Vaping those souls like a 3rd grader. I mean, I'm not particularly well versed in the vaping habits of 3rd graders, so I'll take your word for it. But, everybody needs a hobby, I suppose. Let's see. We do have enough for one more level. Then we can just stock up on some more life jumps. We're gonna need some endurance, so... Oh well, at least my mess up was just comedic and stupid, instead of comedic and expensive. So, yeah, it's not too bad. Incredibly silly, don't get me wrong. But, yeah, at least it didn't cost us tens of thousands of souls because we failed to dodge a boss due to the adaptability we could have had, but didn't have. Anyway, moving swiftly on from that, minor mistake. Even with these level ups, this area is gonna be pretty tough, because there's poison and fast enemies everywhere. And the enemies with shields and spears we'll be running into soon have incredibly wonky hitboxes in some of their animations. Wait. Huh. The dust pulse from the shock attack, or the range attack, is actually strong enough to stagger them on the wind-up. That's cool. Those guys have a lot less poise than I thought they did. Now, can I cheese these poison pots, I wonder? Yes. Now we get a free Radiant Life Gem. We're gonna immediately double back and get this guy into this room so we can fight him without being shot. I rolled way too early there, but... like, that's the kind of mess up where even adaptability can't save me, right? Because I just rolled so early that, you know, there was no way I was gonna dodge. Even if I had infinite agility, I would still have been hit there, so that was just on me. Anyway, assassins are gonna drop down here. Oh, damn it, we've been poisoned. I was hoping to kill one before the second one dropped down. That was bad, but we're not dead, so good enough. Hey Jono, why don't you share the popcorn with the rest of the people in chat? You told them all about your legendary popcorn recipe, and then you just keep it all to yourself. Selfish bastard. Wait, why am I doing this? I should be getting this bonfire. If I even can get this bonfire now. Okay. Just barely. Because unlike other Dark Souls games, in Dark Souls 2 you're only invincible for a very small part of that animation. In Dark Souls 1, for instance, you're invincible as soon as you touch the fog gate. Not so in Dark Souls 2. Now we can light the torch at this bonfire. Burn this. And head on back here. Oh wow, really? That's quite a jump. Well, thank you to everybody who subscribed. That's very, very nice of you. Oh, accidentally did the sprint attack there for the first time this stream, because the sprint attack is, kinda useless and bad. Oh god, speaking of kind of useless and bad, well, this is the title of my autobiography by the look of how I handled this. Okay, but we recovered at least. But yeah, welcome to the stream, DJ Panda Gaming. Hope you'll have fun at my expense when I inevitably die again. Anyway, we should have... Yeah, there we go. Some more assassins. Well, mannequins, I believe these are called. Well, those two are dead now, so I suppose that's a moot point. And up ahead we'll have more actual assassins, some more pyromancers, or at least, yeah, one pyromancer up here on the right up ahead. And there will be an assassin. Oh god, and we got invaded by the Forlorn. Wonderful. Scythe? Shit, it's the great sword one. That's, ungood. Maybe I can poison him. Go on, hit the pot. You know you want to. Yes, good. Get poisoned, come on. Oh, really? Is very high poison resistance, unlike me. That backfired horribly. Wow, he's still not poisoned. Is it just poison immune? He might be. Well, now that we already are poisoned, we can get poisoned as much as we like. He's gonna sneak out here. Pop a second life gem. One life gem isn't enough to counteract the damage from poison, but with 2 life gems you'll actually heal slightly more than the damage poison deals. And I failed 2 dodge rolls in a row. Oh, nice, got the backstab. It gives us some time to get another life gem. I mean, you might have noticed just how much more quickly I can use life gems now. Like, it's a night and day difference. Anyway, now we'll just beat this guy's face in. Sweep the leg for the killing blow. Hopefully we can avoid the poison here. We're not going to go into the next room until we know if you're avoiding the poison or not. Because the last thing you want to do is have the poison kick in just as you start a tough fight. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get poisoned here. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was so close. Gonna eat some moss to cure the poison. Swap over to a less busted up weapon here. Oh, we're here already? I'm sorry in that case if I missed your name before. Whoa. Whoa. There's the assassin. Let's bait him over here. So we don't eat fire magic to the face while we beat him up. There we go. Did not expect to get hit there, but... It is what it is. Okay, but I didn't get hit here when I stood still? Okay, sure. Fine by me. Well, we got the Desert Sorceress top, which, well, unfortunately I can't use it. It's not part of the run. Take care, Panda. Enjoy your lunch. Right, so we're going to try and beat her up without resting at the bonfire. Then we're going to try and activate New Game Plus, so we can get, or at least for the specific bonfire, so we can get her upgraded ring. I would love to summon Jester Thomas here, because he's one of the most batshit insane NPC summons you can get in this game. But, well, that's not in the spirit of the run, as my lock-on messes up and targets an enemy on the other side of a wall. Thanks, Dark Souls. Why did you send my projectile into the wall there for no reason? Oh, this is bad. Okay, we got the stagger, so that's something. Ow. But we're gonna let that guy heal and finish this guy off. Because there's no way we're gonna stop both of them from healing, so we're better off killing one. course, erase the shields. We deal barely any damage. That should be the end of... No, not quite. We do so little damage. Okay. There will be one more of the Silver Wardens, I believe they're called, up ahead. Or is that a new game? That might be only on new game. Yeah, I've already beaten up our weapons again, but... We're back in the area where some of you may remember where I heavily hinted at John about this pool. Oh, this is normally a pool of poison, but the fact that we burned the windmill drains the poison. And I hinted to Jono, this is what we call foreshadowing. And I suggested that maybe he shouldn't go in here quite yet. Because obviously, when you go in here without burning the windmill, the entire room is full of poison. Now, we do have this open spot in the middle where there is no poison. It's still a tricky fight though. As I immediately mess up another dodge roll. But hey, at least we didn't fail the very first one. We failed the second one. Prestige. Oh, wow. Well, I still have my life gem running there, so that's not too bad. Oh, wow. Now I'm just too slow all of a sudden. I was rolling too early the entire time against the Lost Sinner, and I'm just rolling too late. You do want to try and keep her out of the poison, because if she stands in it, she actually heals. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, don't stand the poison, come here. Come here. Nice. Oh, we got the stagger. We don't really have enough stamina here to go ham. Because even if you do stagger them, well, obviously the boss will recover at some point, so you don't want to just stand there like a moron with no stamina by the time the boss recovers. That's a great way to get yourself wrecked. Oh, get out of poison, come on. Okay, that was a very weird execution of that attack of hers. But hey, at least they got her out of the poison. No, don't go in the poison, don't go in the poison, come on. Okay, we rolled too early, but at least she's not in the poison. Okay, that head's gonna explode like a frickin' frag grenade. And then she's gonna jump to it. We can have herself a life gem in the meantime, just to be safe. Right, forgot the second roll there. Ow. Get out of the poison, you dumb thing. Thank you. Well, like, classic monkey's paw wish there, I suppose. I got what I wanted, but at what cost? There we go, she's dead. Beware woman ahead, indeed. Anyway, we're coming right on up to the Iron Keep. We're gonna grab the bonfire here, and then we're going to make an... I don't think... Yeah, I don't really have the health to try her on New Game Plus just yet. So I'll probably progress a bit further for the game, get a couple more levels. Paladin hunk. I do always like to check the names on the summon signs, because sometimes you do see some really funny stuff. Sometimes you see some horrific stuff, but, you know, humanity in a nutshell, I suppose. Let's see here. Can already get 3 level up, so let's not pop that soul. Just dump this straight into Vigor. Oops. We forgot to quit out of the menu. Yeah, so we had just over 1,000 hit points when we started this character today. Now we have 1,400, so increasing your maximum health by 40% and having dodges that no longer suck. Kind of a big difference. That being said, on New Game Plus, that boss will hit hard as hell, so... And we don't really do any damage yet because our strength is super low. So we'll just keep on going. Ah yes, once I kill this guy, it's story time. Not quite a one-shot. That's pretty problematic, because we're going to be swarmed by these later. Anyway, you see that locked door up ahead? Well, the only player who can open that door is the player who is the host of the world. Meaning if I am invaded and that door is closed, the invader cannot open that door. So what my friends and I used to do is we would hang around here with items that increased the risk of you being invaded. And we would let people invade. And if they behaved honorably, we'd let them fight one-on-one. If they oh right, I should add. What we would do is my friend would summon me as a red spirit, so I would look like a fellow invader. Even though I was actually on his side all along. It was a classic piece of subterfuge. So anyway, we would be pretend dueling here, my friend and I. He would be the world host, I would be the red phantom, and I would pretend to try and kill him. And if the red invader would let us fight, we would then change things, so I would fight the invader one-on-one in a duel, and then we'd repeat the process. But if the invader tried to kill my buddy while I was still fighting him, which is a big no-no in PvP dueling, which is what this area is known for, then what I would do is I would kill them and we would turn it into 2-on-1s. I remember specifically one moment where I was standing roughly around here with a Fume Ultra Greatsword in my hand, and my buddy standing down here. And the invader just runs right past me and immediately tries to kill my friend, starting an attack here. And I just walk up behind him and say, "Ursäkta mig," because of course my friend and I voice chat. Which translates into, "Excuse me," and I backstab him for 2,000 damage and kill him instantly. And then we just go right back on to proceed as normal. And of course, if players were a little bit smarter than that guy and realized, oh shit, it's a trap, they couldn't flee because the door is closed. But anyway, speaking of being invaded, we're going to have an NPC invade us here. Okay. We got the least bad one. He's still tough, at least to us, because, well, we do... This guy has spells. And he can just combo us with a stun lock. And he can do mad 360s, or, well, 180s, I suppose. Ow. He hits really hard. But the other one is even worse. Oh. Don't even know what that did. I've never been much of a magic user, so I don't actually know what all these spells do. Okay, so that's some kind of AoE thing. Ow. Okay, can we get a backstab here? Nice. So he has about 3,000 hit points, which is a lot. Ow. Can we get a... oh. When he's blocking, you can attempt a guard break, but it's a bit unpredictable. You can parry with the fist weapon, but it's terrible for parrying. It has, like, one single parry frame. So sure, it's technically possible, but it's complete garbage. There we go. So that's him dead. Now, if I die and have to do this again, the second NPC Phantom will invade us. But he will be dead forever, this one that we just killed. So now what we're hoping to do is get through this without dying. Because the other one is even more annoying than he is. Let's bait this guy out. This entire area is just full of these knights, and you don't really want to fight them all at the same time. For obvious reasons. And of course, if you fight multiple of them at the same time, well, then you can't take your time like that. I see what you're doing there, Sam, and I don't approve. I'm here to game, not to be healthy. There should be one more up here, yep. So as long as we get to fight these guys one-on-one, they're not really a problem. They can still wreck us if they do cheeky things with their animations. But generally speaking, one-on-one, not a problem. It's when you get 4, 5, 6 of them, or well, even just 2 with the bone fists, that's when things get tricky. Because, well, I can only stun lock one of them, so if I go for one, the other one will just cut me up. Do I do the Smelter Demon? I don't even know if I can do the Smelter Demon. I might just burn to death before he dies. I have no idea how I hit that backstab, but I'll take it, I suppose. Ow. Ow. Gonna roll on down here. Get some reprieve. Okay, we need to recover our stamina. That would kill this guy. I'll take one arrow, but that's okay. Oh, actually, instead of falling down the ladder, we can just take this route. The other way to get down here is to drop down from that floor up there. But then you take fall damage, so might as well take this route and not take fall damage. Not quite enough to push him into the lava. But it is enough to kill him in 2 hits, so that's nice. God damn it, we're being poked by that guy on the bridge. Okay, now comes the tough part of this area. Try and bait one more arrow out of him. Oh. There we go. Now pull the lever. This is a bit dangerous, but not too bad. So the reason why we're pulling the lever is this way we can kill these two without the rest of their buddies on the platform on the other side coming across. Ah, we can't even reach them from here. That's how short the range is in this projectile. Mimics are pretty dangerous, but I think I know most of the relevant ones, so at least can avoid falling for the trap for the most part. Okay, we need to swap out our fist. Why are we doing that on the middle of the bridge where we could get shot? I don't know, but you know, sometimes you're not very smart. So let's see here. There's one down there. Can I hit him from here? Kinda? Nice. But there's still one more up there, and then there are 2 captains down here. One on the left and one on the right. Yeah, so I need to get rid of the 2 captains. I should probably start with the one here on the left. one down. Actually, we can just start the smelter demon now, I think. This is not going to be easy. In fact, 24 life gems might not be enough. Okay, so one thing to note with this guy is that when he remains crouched like that after his jump attack thing, then he'll do a second attack, that sort of fire pulse. If he gets up right away, then he won't. Too late on the roll there. Too early on that one. We're just gonna play it safe, pop a second life gem. Oh, he's already entering the next phase, that's bad. Now he's going to start dealing permanent damage to me whenever I'm near him. So, now it's impossible for me to avoid the damage. That is incredibly bad. I rolled too early there, but got away with it. Even this guy's getting in on the dodge roll spamming. Well, what the... He just pulled me along with him in the jump. And another thing I haven't seen before. Okay, he's going to phase 3 already? Okay. Great, wonderful. I wanted him to deal more damage. Perfect. My dream come true. Spot here. Let's get him away from the wall. Pop a life gem, because we're gonna be taking damage. So we're trying to get the most value out of each life gem by deliberately... Oh god. Okay, we messed that up completely. I didn't think it'd do the third swing that time. Pop a life gem, but don't get greedy, don't go for 2. Pop a second one now. Okay. But yeah, we're doing so little damage per hit that we don't even get a yellow section on his health bar when we hit him. What about the ranged attack? That's only 102. I don't think my weapons will last long enough to kill him. But I think the ranged attack might be the way to go. Of course, that puts us in tremendous danger, because whenever we use it, we have no stamina left to dodge. So we need to be careful with when we choose to use it. Oh wow, that hits me? Okay. I want him to do his 3-hit swing. That will also work. We're not doing it back to back. Oh, wow. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, that hurts. Okay, that hurts, but we still have the life gem going. Oh no, I thought it was gonna do his AoE. Now I don't have as much time, but we're okay. We're not okay, because we messed up that roll. We didn't mess up that one. That's always something. Stop poking me. Okay, he's doing the pulse now, so now we can do 2 life jumps. Yeah, I don't think I'll have the durability to just... I wonder if this still works. We might be able to get quadruple value out of our bone fists. We'll find out. Okay, we messed up that dodge roll again. At least not that time. I thought I got the timing right there, but clearly not. Oh no, why did I do that? Okay. Somehow we got away with doing that. But now I need to try and find an opportunity. To swap my weapon without getting absolutely destroyed. Now we accidentally swapped to one that's almost broken, so that's not really helping much. Okay, we do have one that still has full durability left, that's nice. Yeah, playing inventory Tetris when you're fighting a boss isn't necessarily the most ideal way to go about things, but you know. We play the cards are dealt around here. Need to run away because it might do the AoE. He's doing the AoE. At least I got the dodge right that time. Okay, we messed that up. I think he's doing the... No, he's not doing the AoE, but we still have enough time for one life gem. AoE? Yes. Another hit down, however many left to go. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, I thought they had a longer recovery there, but... We're not gonna spend this one to deal damage, we're gonna do a life gem and then damage. There we go. It's like, unless you're on a timer, and you're in a very specific rush, remember that as long as you're still alive, you can still deal damage, but well, obviously if you're dead, you can't deal damage. So, except for very specific circumstances, your priority should be to recover from damage you have taken. At least in my opinion. I mean, other players may disagree, and that's entirely valid. Okay. That's bad. Okay, we should be able to get one free life gem here. I want him to do the ground hold. That works. One more hit. Possibly two. But we're not gonna get greedy, because our attack takes a very long time to land. And there we go. Smelter Demon down. With 2 life gems to spare. Plenty of margin. I mean, you only need 1 hit point, right? As long as you don't take a single point of damage from his AoE. Anyways, that's Smelter Demon down. GG, and thanks for believing in me, chat. If you did, I don't know. I saw the Jono counting down my life gems there. Yeah, I don't really need to pop any souls here yet, I don't think. I'll check my level up cost before I do anyway. Stock up on life gems, because we're chewing through those like, you know what, an addict. Okay, we can afford 2 levels. If we pop 1 soul, we might be able to get 3. So we'll eat Mytha's soul. Seek less, yes, we know. Let's get some stamina here. Now, the stamina doesn't really help us with our ranged attack, because it consumes a ridiculous amount. But it will help us with our light attacks and rolling in general, as long as it's not right after a ranged attack. Well, I mean, I can demonstrate if we just... we gotta throw this back on. if I do the range attack here, that still eats my entire stamina bar. So it's not helpful when we're doing ranged attacks, but at other times. Right, now we're coming up to another tough part. I mean, the Iron Keep is one of those places where if you have the right weapons, it's not that tough, or if you have the right magic. I suppose we can kick this guy down to the platform below. Yep, there we go, he can stay down there, that's fine. Here you can see the problem, right? I can't even reach him, even though he's standing right next to the guy I'm hitting. If I was using almost any other weapon, I'd be hitting both of them. I think he fell into the lava. Yeah, he did. Right, and here, this guy will break the bridge. But we can, if we're fast, just get past and prevent him from doing that. And pull the lever, hopefully before we get hit, and that way we can dunk that guy in the middle in the lava. This is still not an ideal situation, but now we can run back out, ow, here. Probably gonna get slashed here, but that's okay. Now that he's distanced from Turtle Man, we can kill him. Does this still one-shot him? No, this guy's tougher. There we go. Every time I die, John does 5 push-ups. I mean, that's certainly an idea. Now we're gonna pull this again to get this guy out of the way so he can't shoot us. Oh well, guess he still can, he just needs to find certain angles. We're going to be a little bit cheeky, bait this guy out onto the platform. And then the spam shot by multiple bowmen from multiple different angles. Then we drop him. Oh, we got shot in the bell there, which saved us from the damage. Long live the bell. Oh crap, I didn't actually hit the switch. That's bad. There we go. Second time's a charm. Oh. Well, the bell saved us from the arrows damage, but can't do anything to save us from the giant mace to the face. Nice, double kill. Usually the bowmen don't get you that much from up there, but I guess he just found a good angle. Vich will do the push-ups? I mean, if you want to, go ahead. I mean, I wasn't gonna do them. Screw that. Ow. Perhaps indeed, Sam. Perhaps indeed. Right, Turtle Man down. Okay, Terrence, well, thank you for tuning in. Hope you'll have a great day. We'll see you around. Right, we need to be careful with this, giant blade behind us, because unsurprisingly, it will come down. I messed this up. I did not want to hit him twice. I wanted to dodge roll. Oh well. Just boop him once and he'll drop dead. At this next bonfire, we'll take a real quick little break. Because I am out of Estus in real life. So I need to go resupply my drink. Yeah, unfortunately I do not have a slick AFK screen, nor do I even know how to set one up, so we're just going to fast travel back to Majula and sit there and you can look at the pretty view for a little moment. Okay, well, I'll be right back. Needs elevator music indeed. Thank you, Vich, for providing the elevator music. Much appreciated. Oh, actually, let's not. I think we can get the level up here, so might as well. No reason to carry around the excessive souls. That's another thing you can do as well, too. Because, I mean, at some point you are going to lose souls. But if you make sure that you spend your souls on something meaningful, whenever you can, such as a level up, then you're going to be hurt an awful lot less. Like if I lose 3,800 souls, sure, that sucks. That's 12 life gems and 200 souls worth of change. But at least it's not 16, 17,000, right? So there are a lot of things you can do to protect yourself from all the misfortunes you might happen to come across. Speaking of which, time to turn off the fire so we don't get burned to death. And now we'll head on over to the Iron King. A question? Okay, Sam, go ahead. Might we'll loot this to sell it to Gavlan later. Might even keep that one for button activation. Right, so this boss can be a bit tricky. Because again, we don't have a weapon that deals a lot of damage in one hit, so we need to hit him many, many times. And this arena is set up to kill you. Or are you here? Real-life life gems. I don't really have real-life life gems, unfortunately. I only have real-life Estus. Right, hello, Iron King. He loves to try and knock you into this puddle here, and of course the longer the fight goes on, the greater the risk. Oh, you're gonna start with fire breath immediately? Cheesy bastard. Okay, did not expect him to track that well, but... I'll just punch him in the arm. At least this guy is pretty slow. But he's one of those where you don't need to mess up that often, because I mean all it takes is him to hit you at the wrong time, and you get knocked into the lava and die immediately. Uh-oh. Ooh, like I nearly just did. That was incredibly close. Not to mention that he nearly just straight up killed me on damage. Oh, fire breath. Another fire breath. Oh god. Thank you, corner. MVP. As you can see with my improved adaptability, we can actually roll for his attack there instead of getting absolutely screwed. We are in dire need of some strength though, so we can actually deal some proper damage per attack. I mean, we'll never truly deal proper damage per attack. Oh, goddammit. Somebody get this guy some breath mints. Oh, he fucked up that roll, but thanks to the fact that we decided to be further up ahead, we didn't risk being knocked into the lava. The second one, yep. Imagine being punched to death by something so small, just one of your fingers is bigger than the entire guy. Oh, we messed up the roll again, but again, because we're further up ahead towards the boss, he can't knock us into the lava pool. And just to be safe, we're not gonna have the time to hit him here, so we're not going to be greedy. And punch his hand once there, but then we're gonna hide here just to make sure we don't get breathed. I think we could just kill him with a ranged attack at this point. Yep. So long, Iron King. So long and good riddance. So let's see, now we do have 2 of the Great Souls. Wait, why am I running past the bonfire? We need this. So how do I get to Doors of Pharos again? I can't bloody remember. Ah, yes. We need to get to the Shaded Woods, of course, and that's why we bought the Fragrant Branch. It's all coming back. Now let's get some more levels in here. Do we have any? I think we have 1 Twinkling Titanite. Yeah, 1. Woo. Let's get some strength this time. And we can get a couple of life gems. 7 specifically. Can just rest here to fix our durability. And then off towards the Shaded Woods we go. Oh right, there should be a divine blessing here by this tree. Yoink. These next few rooms will be a little bit tough, because you end up locked in a fairly small room with a whole bunch of enemies, and they have poison, they have fairly quick attacks, and they're not weak to strike damage. And my favorite NPC. Unfortunately, we will not be doing your quest, because, well, it's a bit of a hassle. Hey, free life gem. Right, it's either when I unpetrify her or when I pull the lever. That shit will hit the fan. Yeah, so when I pull the lever, this door is going to open and a basilisk will come through. All of these doors will open and a bunch of little fucking shit stains will come along. And as you can see, they're not very weak to my damage. But we can possibly... yeah, we got 2 of them down. But there's still a whole bunch more. And they deal poison, which we're weak against. Kill the basilisk. Oh shit, we're out of stamina. At this point we could just move on, but I would rather kill them. Well now, I got stuck on the corpse. I did not roll. I did not know I couldn't roll through the basilisk corpse. Most corpses you could roll through as if they weren't there, but apparently not the basilisk. No, you can. Okay, so what stopped me last time? Oh shit, my battery just ran out. Okay, we. I don't remember the buttons. No, there we go. The controller battery just died on me. That's unfortunate. You know, all these years and I still can't figure out a way to have your controller tell you before the battery runs low. I mean, Microsoft, you made this controller, you could just have... and the operating system, you could just have a little pop-up say, hey, your battery's low. But no, that's too complicated. Well, I suppose that's karma for making John turn his controller upside down. Wait, why are these batteries not... they're not working? Don't tell me that the batteries I charged specifically to have as backups decided to go and die in the background as well. Maybe they just didn't get seated properly. Let's try that again. No, those batteries appear to be dead. Alright, well, I guess we'll just, let's see, does the mouse use the same kind of batteries? It would be kind of weird if the controller just didn't work with this brand of AA's for some reason. What the hell? Well, welcome to technical difficulties. Please stand by. Why? Did the entire controller just die? Okay. It's working now, I think. Let's try again with the supposedly fresh batteries instead of the ones I just took from the mouse, because I have no idea how much battery they've got left. So, trying again with the fresh batteries. Okay, now it worked, for some reason. Well. Suppose we did need to have some scuff for the sake of theming. I mean, imagine a scuff-free stream, right? Oh, right, the death counter. 1 second. Just putting my equipment back together. And there we go. In fairness, I don't feel that death was on me. But, well, dead is dead, so on the death counter it goes. Yeah, the batteries seem to be working fine now, because now I'm using the ones that I did make sure were charged for this occasion. Well, sorry if we're making you do push-ups there, Vich. Well, I suppose you could blame Microsoft. But yes. If I had been a little bit quicker in realizing what was going on, I could have saved that, but I was too slow. I mean, I did even get one life jump through, but I needed to get a second one, because, well, one isn't enough to out-heal the poison. I suppose it really did bite me in the ass there that I ended up deciding to kill them on principle, because if I had just run off to the bonfire, which is right through this door, we would have been fine. Oh great, poisoned. Well, 2 life jumps will fix the poison, sort of. How the hell did that cause the barrel to explode? I've rolled through gunpowder barrels, literally in this stream, and it's been fine. But apparently not today. Or apparently not right now. That's bizarre. I mean, it's one thing, like, if you're rolling through the barrel with, like, a fire spell on you. Yeah, sure, then it will explode. But normally you can just roll through the barrels without it being a problem. It's alright, I doomed myself. Batteries powered by Jono's feathers. How can I be powered by something that doesn't exist? Because let's face it, we all know he never had any to begin with. Jono was born a bald, a chicken. For such is the nature of life. As I failed to use the bonfire. There we go. Darklight stone, that's worthless to us, but hey, we can sell it to Gavlon. Oh well. At least they don't poison you in a single hit. That would be rough. As we take a rock to the chest. Little do they know that I am the rock. You guys can enjoy your snack. I'm just gonna run on through and get the bonfire. Born a bald chicken with no legs. Yeah, the colonel took his legs. A tragic story. And then it was sold deep-fried to some person in a faraway land. Right, so we want to go here. We're going to keep to the left. Oh, we kept a little bit too much to the left. This is where we want to go. Because that place is full of invisible enemies, well, partially invisible, who will backstab the crap out of you if you give them the chance. So, we left. Anyway, here's one of those guys, basically. They're quite tough and strangely hard to stagger. I mean, once you do get them to start staggering, they're not that difficult to keep staggering. But they're also one of those annoying enemies that you cannot lock onto at all. Jono nuggets on a Saturday night. Well, guess you're safe tonight, Jono. You're not being turned into nuggets today. We're basically just going to skip this entire area and go straight for the boss. We have nothing of value here. Well, we do have a soul up here, I suppose. Screw it. Right, it's Scorpionus Nika time. Najka, Nika, whatever. We don't want to stand right next to her, because when she dies up... And there we go. Oh god. Really? Already? Oh, she's doing the great wombo combo of doom. Ow. Messed up the third roll there. But at least she did a slow attack so we can pop a life gem. Should have rolled to the side there, then I could have got some free hits in. Well, more free hits in. Too late on the roll. And then I was too greedy. See, not even I am immune to thinking I can get a hit in when I really can't. Wait, what? Okay, well. So here's the thing, when she dives under the ground, you stand on top of this ruined wall. And she can't get you. When she bursts forth from the sand. Which she will do any second now. There we go. You still don't want to be too quick on running up to her as she pops up, because if you're standing next to her as she lands, you'll take damage. Because it turns out giant scorpion is kind of heavy. Ah, messed that up. You get one hit in. Oh, more magic spam. Is she gonna do the full combo or just that one? Okay, that one is rushing. We do want to make sure that we don't punch her in the tails, because the tails are armored, so they take a lot less damage than the body does. So when she's got her tails down in front of her, you want to make sure you circle around and hit her in the sides. Are you just gonna spam all day? Is this PvP again all of a sudden? Oh. She went for a swim. Suppose I might as well take this opportunity to swap out the damaged bone fist. Prefer your chicken grounded. The bones and turn into dinosaur shapes. Oh. So like there, for instance, I was standing on the stone, so she wouldn't hit me with the actual appearance. But if I'd remained standing where I was, she might have hit me with the landing. And that's no good. Should be a safe life gem, yep. And we unlock on purpose so we don't accidentally start punching her tails and punch her in the side. Sometimes she can get this timing where it's almost impossible to avoid being hit. Because she'll start a melee attack so that you have to dodge. And then those magic missiles will hit you as soon as you come out of the dodge. Will that tree block anything? Nope, it will not. Good to know. Well, oh shit, she... the moment I decide to start doing an attack, that's when she finds her way past the tree. Cheeky rascal. Well, okay. Oh, that looks so silly. Well, at least we can safely heal. Alright, there we go. Now we can punch her in the chest. Oh, we got the stagger. Oh, we got greedy, but she missed me. I didn't even dodge, just missed. Sometimes you get lucky. Yeah, like that. I had to roll to dodge the tails, and then as soon as I came out of the roll, the missiles hit me before I could roll again. We might be able to just kill her. Just DPS her down, yep. Down she goes. Screw you, I am out of here. This will bring us up to the doors of Pharos. I think we'll try to get one attempt on Duke's Dear Freya. But then after that, we'll wrap up. Or if I fail to get to her, we'll wrap up then. Get past the Mastodon. Thanks, chat. Couldn't have done it without you. My scorpion killing squad. Anyway, let's go get some levels. Well, Jono, not dying every 5 seconds allows you to get a lot further in a lot less time. That being said, oh wow, I'll have exactly 10,000 left on the dot. Nice. Yeah, we'll leave it at 30 for a while. We'll go resupply our life gems. But yeah, I mean, I've played this game so many times, or rather, I played on one character an awful lot and a few others a little bit. But I mean, once you know roughly where things are and roughly how things behave, even if you forget most of it, that helps you a lot, right? I was like, I'm sure you're doing, I haven't actually kept track, but I'm sure you're doing better in terms of, like, progress per hour, for lack of a better term. Now in Dark Souls 1, then you did in your first playthrough here, because, well, in Dark Souls 1, as much as you're a muppet who rarely learns anything, you have actually technically improved. I think. Let's have all this junk we'll never get to use. Actually, hang on. We should hold on to this because it's one of those situations where, sure, we're gaining souls, but we can't really do anything with them, so we're just carrying around more souls that we might lose. Oh. An inferior helmet to our superior bell. We're gonna leave this little lizard alone. That's another thing that's gonna be a problem for us, is that the lizards are the best source of upgrade materials. And we can't really get them. At least not reliably. Because we don't have any good vertical attack that will kill them. So, at some point I might have to farm Twinkling Titanite off stream, because to upgrade the 4 fists and to upgrade the gauntlets, I think I'll need 75, which is going to take an absolute eternity to farm, which is just going to one spot, killing the same enemies, use a bonfire, kill the same enemies, use a bonfire. Not particularly interesting to play or watch, to be honest. But yeah, I will not do that for the second stream, that will be towards later in the game. Farming that this early would be a bit cheeky. Though there is like, you can get one of the Titanite farms really early. There's one right down in the gutter, as a matter of fact. Squish. That guy got a headache. Why is this ladder making a metal sound? I just noticed that. The very visibly wooden ladder, for some reason, makes a metal sound when you scale it. Because of course metal and wooden ladders have different sound effects when you climb them. Sweet peasant attire. Oh yeah, if you listen closely when I go down this ladder here. That's the metal ladder sound. I'm pretty sure anyway. Maybe I'm mistaken, maybe I'm just talking out of my backside, but I think that's a metal ladder sound. This area also involves the only escort quest in the entire Soulsborne series. Because you can get a little pig from up there, and if you can get it to follow you all the way to an area I'll show you later, you can get it to eat some truffles. And if you do that, it will get you the pickaxe that these peasants use as a weapon. I never bothered doing that, but my friend did. The same guy I mentioned doing the whole the door is closed thing with. Ow. Ow. Because these guys hit really hard, so you figure, oh, it's like, it might be a good weapon. It really isn't. Oh, I got stuck on the peasant. You know, as happens. We've all been there. Yeah, that's true. Like, the sound effects are sometimes a bit iffy. In all of Soulsborne, really. Like, there are some ridiculous sound effects here and there. Anyway, pro tip. If you're adventuring through this area, leave that chest well enough alone. That just makes every single spider in those entire... and all of those chambers come after you. Also just realized, this boss fight right here, the Congregation, is usually a complete beam. Like, it's one of those bosses you can kill in 10-30 seconds with a decent weapon. Or well, like, these weapons aren't bad, they're just not good for this. Because what we have in here is a whole bunch of enemies, and spellcasters, and objects in the way. So this might unironically be pretty tough for this specific setup. Okay, we got the backstab, that's a good start. Not enough to one-shot these. Which I would have been able to do with, well, a great sword. Oh god, I only oh right, they have a damage reduction spell too. Got another backstab. Oh wow, now I only do 165 damage in a backstab. Yikes. And I missed. I failed the dodge roll. At least these guys don't do that much damage per hit. Though I do think... oh, whoa, they have healing too, I forgot about that. Ah, this is gonna be an agony. Like, massive damage reduction and healing. Okay. Okay. We need to try and get these guys out of the way. Oh, we missed the backstab, that's not good. Ow. We're running out of church benches, or pews. Okay, one of them down at least, that's nice. Now that there's less projectile spam, we can start dealing with the little guys. Like, normally, like, if you walk up in here with an ultra greatsword or something, you can kill the main boss in 5 or 6 hits. Maybe I'm overestimating things, but you can kill him very quickly. And of course, with an ultra greatsword, you can absolutely one-hit all of the little guys with a single light attack. Instead of having to spend your time repeatedly punching even the tiniest and weakest of them. Okay, you two. Oh, I thought it was gonna do something else. Okay, now I can get them before they can cast something else. No. And I rolled too early. And he cast another heal. And I'm gonna get blasted again. And he still has the damage reduction thing going. Okay, my lock-on just broke. Okay, we've got a backstab, but he still has the damage reduction, so it's not gonna kill him. Oh no. No, god damn it. Yeah, never in my life has Congregation been this much of a pain in the ass. There's now just you and me left now. Yeah, should have just backed off. I wanted to see if I could be cheeky and roll through to get a backstab. Like, these weapons don't do that much damage on criticals, and I still nearly killed him. Well, still nearly took half of his health in a single backstab. So this is how easy it is if you just get to, you know, hit him. Anyway. Should be... oh wait, no, the bonfire's up here. Think we can get another level? Yes, we can. Yeah, Lael's like, the proper gear makes a giant difference. Alright, level. That's where we are. Give me a level up, please. Let's work on getting our endurance up a bit higher. Thanks, chat. We have defeated the Congregation, proving that we are stronger than religion. Or something. There's a moral in the story. We probably lost it along the way. But we did something. Yay. And we're gonna hop on down here. Bypass that entire hellhole. We don't need the boss weapon NPC anyway, because we can't use any of the boss weapons. Or armor. Or, well, I mean, she doesn't send boss armor, but we can't use the boss shields either, so... no point in getting them. Oh. That's a problem. Well. Can I knock the spider down? Kinda. Didn't deal any damage, but at least it fell down. Oh, hello. I hate these guys so much. For some reason they attack you when they die. So even though he was already dead, he just hit me. It is very silly. Oh god. Ooh, that was close. The spider nearly got the special attack off. And here we have 16 quintillion peasants. Are they gonna leave me alone? Or are they gonna come after me as soon as I open the door? In here, so notice all the distance we've gone? And of course, with the pig you couldn't do the shortcut because the pig can't follow you for the shortcut. The truffles are in this room, right here on the floor in the grass. It's like, what? All of that for a really bad weapon. And here we have to be really careful because any one of the spiders has the potential to mess us up really badly. Because they can do a special attack where they jump on your head and just chew your brains out. And like Jono, I need mine. Okay, we got him. But there are more of them in here. So it won't let you lock onto them when they're hanging on the wall like that. But I do believe they will drop down the moment I pull this lever, or when I step into a certain part of the room. Oh, okay, maybe they'll leave me alone. Fine by me. Okay, this time he didn't attack me when he died. How nice of him. Why is there always a mandatory spider area? Yeah, I mean, I guess it is specifically because they are creepy, so Dev was like, ooh, let's have a spooky area. How do we decorate the spooky area? What enemies do we use? Spiders! There we go. Well, we're approaching Mama Spider. We will make one attempt to kill her. And should that fail, we'll just wrap it up there. Well, let's see here. Oh, oh god. I did not think I'd slide off of that. I thought that was safe. Well, that was a terrible miscalculation. Oh god, and I can't get through there. Okay. Well, stay. There we go. And this is why I can't just panic, right? Because if I'd go, oh god, where'd I go, where'd I go, and just scream and run around, well, I'd be dead. But then I just look, okay, well, I can get past them here, and we'll just go that way then. Alright, boss time. So given that we have a person here who doesn't like spiders, let's skip the cutscene here. I have a friend who is an arachnophobe, and every time we would play through this game, what we would do is, oh god, we got hit by the spider web. That's incredibly bad. Ow. Story time and bosses don't go well together. Oh, here comes the death laser. So we can just run over here, pop a second life gem, and then punch her in the second face. Like so. Oh right, I just realized something. So, this boss's heads will fall off if you hit them too many times. There's a very real risk I might just knock the heads off without being able to kill her. I don't know if you can knock both heads off, or one will always stay on, I'm not too sure. Because usually I use a weapon that hits a lot harder, like a greatsword or a twin blade. Just not the bone fists. Too late there, that's my bad. Inhale a life gem. Oh, the little spider. Has some vomiting, slowing webs as well. The reason why we're not killing that spider is that if I remember correctly, if you leave one of the little guys alive, they don't respawn. But if you kill them all, they'll spawn more waves of spiders. I may be misremembering that, but I believe that's the case. Oh, she's throwing a temper tantrum. Deeply uncivilized. And a second one, back to back, okay. Death laser time? Death laser time, okay. Okay, we have more spiders showing up. So clearly I misremembered. Wait, did I just roll through her leg? Huh. Okay, that's weird. Because these legs are armored and stuff. I mean, you're not supposed to be able to just roll through them. Yeah, there's a continuous stream of them. That's acid. That acid will wreck our shit if we get hit by it. Finally, a normal attack. Oh, she dodged the last hit. Well, down you go. Stupid little bugs. Well, guess we'll just take the dragon's soul that fell out of its mouth. Because as you may notice, the soul is called the Pale Drake Soul whenever we get it added to our inventory. Or maybe we don't get to see that? Okay, cool. I'll just show you them. Wait, what? It didn't appear in my inventory? That's not right. Well, here's hoping that counted, or this may be weird. No more spiders. You're welcome, Lael. Happy to be of service. Now let's go murder this politician. Sweep the leg and punch the corpse. Oh, wow. Remember, kids, it's only looting if there are witnesses. Well, my preliminary plan is to try and stream next weekend or the weekend after that. To continue this whole thing. Since, well, not much point in starting a challenge and then not completing it. But let's get some levels. That's weird. I could have sworn that the soul from Duke's Tear Freya would be added to your inventory. But I guess I was mistaken. Just to restock on our favorite substance. Well, it's our second favorite substance because we're not allowed to use our favorite one. And I suppose that with that we'll wrap this stream up. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for watching me die and fail. But hey, we have killed some bosses. I just realized I forgot to keep count. And now we have this nice view. Glorious. Check out those god rays. Stunning. Just insert your favorite elevator music and enjoy. Anyway. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining me on this happy little adventure. And I will see you all some other time. Hopefully next week, and if not, the week after that. All going well. Until then. Oh, and thank you for the happy birthday wishes and anyone who subscribed and all that good stuff.